It's time. It's time. It's football time. It's a very important day for us on the football calendar because we go against our old fucking rivals once again. What's happening? What's popping? What's good? Just running through some checks. Hopefully we don't crash or anything. Smashing. What's happening? What's popping? How yous all doing? Hopefully this holds. A couple of little test things. Could have been a bit awkward here and there, but we'll shout out the first few. How you doing, kid? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well as well, my guy. Nice to see you as well, Flash, and likewise with everyone else. Nice to see you as well, guys. Hope you're enjoying yourself, man. Obviously, I think you're representing for the other boys across the city today. But this game has a lot of consequences on the overall kind of aspect of the season. Let's be honest with you. Both teams have found a little bit of form heading into this one, and obviously both teams are very different from the last time that we faced. So keep that in mind. We're just going to dial that down a little bit more, just to make sure that we've got everything going. Nice to see you, Lizzie, as well. We've got a whole bunch of changes across the board from the last time that we played. Obviously, I'm just pulling up all the necessary feeds and things that we need to pull up here. So I do apologise because it takes like a minute or two for everyone to kind of unlag as we usually expect. But nice to see you all. Nice to see you all indeed. Hope we're all feeling optimistic. I think a good amount of us are. I mean, it's not optimistic in the sense that we're confident that we can beat Rangers, but at least we're optimistic that we're going to play some decent, or at least better football than the last time. Obviously, it was 0-0 the last time we faced, so yeah, there was just wasn't as interesting. A Martin versus Rogers game's a bit different than a Roll versus O'Neill type of setup, but nonetheless, I don't mind it. We're just going to have a little gander there. If you want a glance at the lineups and things, I can pull them up for you as well. But our lineup's a bit changed. It's not too different, but for those that have been watching me over the past few streams, we've finally done what I've asked and what we should have done for fucking ages. We've pushed Nygren up to centre attack in midfield, which makes sense, but more importantly, because Maeda is now fully fit, we've had that choice to make. Do we keep Tenecti on the pitch, or do we take him off and allow Forrest or Yang or whoever else to free roam? We've switched with Tenecti onto the right, which I do not mind because the kid can cross and he can run at his man, so it might be a bit difficult for whoever's up against him in particular, especially because, again, Maeda and Tenecti can rotate, they can switch wings at will because they can play either side. It makes it a bit more interesting when it comes to the counter-attacking aspects and what we can do damage-wise. But the rest of the team, yeah, it's pretty much what you would expect. And Giles and McGregor holding the midfield, more than happy with that. Trusty and Scales kind of holding the centre-back spots down. Again, very happy with that. Schmeichel holds his spot in between the line, but he was actually pretty decent in the game last time out. Made a couple of respectable saves in that 4-0 drubbing the Falkirk. But Srirachi and Ralston hold their spots too. I was a bit confused with Ralston. I think Donovan would have made a tiny bit more sense in this game, but at the same time, I can't bitch about it too much. It's a more than respectable way to go, I think. And obviously Johnny Kenny holds his spot up front. There's been a lot of rumours about Iniacho and all that crap, but I think they are just that. I think they're just rumours for the sake of it. But Rangers lineup's a bit different. It's unique. Very unique, but it's what they've been doing over the last few games. It's that kind of 3-4-2-1 type beat. Of course, I have to start with a blocked throat in a second to have some juice. On the trying to work in the Kindle. What? You mean what? You got a job now, Flash? Good for you. 5 at the... Yeah, well, technically it's 5 at the back for Rangers, but it's more of a kind of pressed 5. Anyone that knows the way that Rangers system works, Tavernier and McGowan are naturally more advanced full-backs. They like to get up and towards their opponent's half and get crosses in. It's usually the high loopers, and that's the advantage of them having big fellas up front. And again, Shermiti's probably going to be that type of player. He won't necessarily be the goal scorer per se, but certainly in terms of hold-up play, he could be a threat 100%. Danilo and Asgard are both ballers in their own ways. Danilo's a solid player. I've never really had too much to say about him. He's always kind of keeps his head down, does what he needs to do. Asgard, I've only seen little bits of highlights here and there, and he looks okay. He certainly can hit them for range, but that could be a problem, obviously, for Schmeichel, you got to be honest. But the rest of the lineup is kind of what you would expect, is Butland in between the sticks, Suter kind of holding the middle of the centre-back kind of spots, I should say, and Shigan Cornelius either side. Tavernier and Magoma, as previously aforementioned, will kind of be more advanced. Full-backs with Diamonde and Raskin as their two holding midfielders. Danilo and Asgard, the more advanced midfielders, and Shermiti playing as their solo man up front. Most goes to boss commentaries always sound. Well, fair enough, I appreciate that. A lot of compliments, we take it. Nice to see you, Arda, nice to see you, man. Told the doctor he could stop at any time. Oh my god, I was just waiting for the horrible ass punchline. Fair enough. 30 enough. We've got a few minutes until kick-off, about 4 or 5 minutes or so. But I like our lineup. I don't think it's bad in a lot of aspects. It does what it needs to do, at least on paper for me. Like I said, the fact that we've got a bit more open space in the midfield could make it a bit harder, especially if they play a more advanced game. It's pretty much going to be like a fucking almost 5, especially if Asgard or Danilo up to drop back. It could be like a 5v3 in that midfield, but that game, the way that I'm thinking is that if you've got the rotating kind of wingers in Maeda and Tenecte, chances are they'll be chasing back a lot, and I like the idea that if we're doing that anyway, that we're sticking with Ralston. I think it's not a bad lineup at all in a lot of aspects, but again, we need to hit the ground running. We can't start slow, we can't spend 50 fucking minutes trying to get into the game first of all, so it's about who takes the opening 15 minutes. If we can stamp an early kind of goal in for either side, then it could open up a lot of doors, right? The last thing you want this to be is another stale 0-0 goes to extra time and then penalties type scenario. It could, for all intents and purposes, happening. I mean, look at my score prediction. It is going to be close, right? I don't see a scenario where either team runs away with this, but both teams desperately need to win, right? Realistically, this is a massive match for just morality. It also gives us a first crack at a title. I believe St Mirren won the other semi-final, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, I honestly don't know. 1-1 draw in the game and then it goes to pens. So you guys is already kind of about it, but fair enough. You watched Thor hundreds of times, fair enough. Well, one way to say it is we're going to need to keep our Asgard up so we can Ragnarok the house. Have you seen the new silly target? Yeah, I actually have, to be fair. I don't mind the K-Flex flights, they're not too horrible actually, I quite like them, but... Oh... Football time, gentlemen. It's... I'm a little bit nervous for this one, to be honest with you. I couldn't call that in the title, Mick, to be honest, but nice to see him and hope you will. Likewise with you, Loz. Nice. Oh, you even shouting out the girls as well. Well, to all the lassies in chat, all like one of you, welcome. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Oh, right. So, for those that are just coming in, I don't know if anyone has, we'll be reading out the lineups one more time in about a minute or so you can get a little bit of respite to know how we're playing and more importantly how both teams set up. But what's your predictions for this one, chat? You've got a pretty interesting one for sure. Like I said, oh my, Ada looks fired up, man. No smile, no bullet, he's just completely stone-faced. He is ready to fuck shit up. Good to see. It's going to be a good one for sure. So let's go through the lineups one last time as they shake each other's hands. And between the sticks for us, it's Schmeichel. And of course, just don't have a shot for range. Go in between your legs or something pure easily. I will fucking cry. Sriracha and Ralston are our fullbacks for this one with the Trusty. And of course, Scales, our good old-fashioned traditional Irish centre-back, pride and proper. Good to see that. And Giles and McGregor are a holding midfield, and I don't mind that too much with a more advanced central attacking midfielder option this time rather than the flat midfield option with Benji Nigren starting up front in the middle between the two in that central attacking midfield position. Dies and Maeda and Tenecte start either side on the wings, but keep in mind these boys can rotate, so don't expect them to stick there. They can both technically switch at will. And of course, Kenny, who got a brace in the last match, so hopefully his confidence is up through the roof and he can, lift the roof off the place with a goal or two the day himself. For Rangers, it's an interesting system, but I don't mind it too much. It's actually interesting to see how they play with this system, if it can work against a team like Celtic. But it's Butland in between the sticks with Giga, Suter and Cornelius is their three centre-backs, Tavernier and of course Magoma start either side on the full-backs, but again, keep in mind, they'll be pushing higher up whenever they have the more offensive kind of pressure, let's say. But Raskin and Diamonde are the two holding midfielders, with Diamonde and of course, I just said Diamonde, with Danilo and Asgard starting as their two centre attacking midfielders, and Shaniti starting as their solo man. If you want a little look at the benches, there you go, have a little gander. There's a few interesting options that we can bring in. Of course, we've got players like Tierney, Balagwisha, Forrest, Atai, McCowan, very good options that we can rely on, and likewise for them, they do have some good options that they can bring on as well. Aaron's, Ant-Man, Curtis, to name a few. There's definitely some damage that can be done by both sides. It's just a case of can there be some decent football. It's going to be interesting for damn sure. Boys are just coming out the huddle now. It's nerves, but it's actually optimistic nerves this time. Realistically, 3-1 or 2-1. That's more of a respectable one. I was going to say 4-0's a bit of a... We played okay against Falkirk, right, but it's going to be a bit different to expect to get that. Again, Danny Roll's side, by definition, are very defensively pragmatic. They don't like to concede a lot of goals. They learned quickly after that game against... they learned real quick after that game against... fucking... Bran. I think it was, right, Bran. We'll wait for the stats thing to come up on this. It should at some point, but I guess for now we'll just keep the lineups here so that people can see it. But we have kicked off on our screen, so hopefully a good game is to be played. Right, if the ref is crap, then you put, well, fair enough, my guy, but hopefully the referee doesn't have too much of a sway on this one. You'd rather it just come down to the skill of the players, but we know the SFA like to throw up some interesting scenarios in these types of games. We just have to watch, wait and see. Let's play it out. Quick throw in straight back. Rangers have possession early here. So immediately goes for that long ball. Going to be interesting to see if they can keep it in play. They do. Scales kind of pips it down. Sriracha pops it over the top. McGregor tries to thread it in between. He gets tripped up on the way through, but I don't think it's going to be a foul or anything. But Giggles isn't taking any chances. Just kind of punts it up the park. I think he was looking for an overlapping run of anybody, but way too over it. Your rib cage is killing you. What'd you do? That's the optimism we love to see, Kevin. Oh, sort of put under a bit of pressure there. It's given away. And like I said, as you can already see, Tenecti and Maeda have already switched sides. So they're taking about a minute or two, but like I said, don't expect them to stay locked in their respective positions. They will rotate as necessary if Rangers get a quick break and try to put pressure on us, especially with the full-backs that we're playing with, because Ralston's a naturally slower centre-back, so you can imagine when they can put the pressure on players like Asgard and Magoma on that left-hand side can probably try and force the issue. Celtic seem calm enough so far, passing out for the back, played across. Nice little, yeah, just a simple pass inside there, no real risks. Like I said, the one thing that you need to watch out for, the way that Celtic have set up for this one, you've got Nugent playing a bit more advanced, so the key thing for us is keeping things condensed, especially if you're trying to play that pressing game in the midfield like Rangers like to do. It's how you beat that trap. And again, Celtic's predominant method, we like to use the wings a lot. That's probably why they have Magoma and Tavernier probably pushed just a little bit further forward out the gates early. It just stops any early interest to go for a long ball, though as soon as I say that, Trusty sends one fucking miles up, and he could be good if Tenecti can keep his balance. He does retain it, bounces off Tavernier, and that's going to be a throw-in. Calm enough, I like that for Sriracha, plays it back to Scales. Rangers just kind of condensed their line a little bit, smart for them in all honesty. Don't want to let anything go early. It's a good ball in for Scales though, really good control though, very well dealt with by Giga. Diamonde puts the extra pressure on as well. Popped away. The flick on header was, you could see what he was trying to do, but Shemaiah was nowhere near that trustable retain. McGregor rolls it back to him and we can go again. Nice to see you, Breeze. Nice to see you indeed, my guy. Oh, and Galley as well. You have the exact same emblem as Caden, so I thought you were the same fella though. How you doing, man? Hope you're well. Schmeichel, long ball, calm enough. Oh, it's taking a weird deflection and it could open up range. Oh, here we go. Chance for Celtic into the box. It's it's under hit, you have to say. Tenecti kind of puts his finger up as if to say, my bad, it could have been a much better ball into the box, but first chance of the game you would have to say goes Celtic's way, even though it doesn't end in a shot. Defensive mistake for Giga. It was not the smartest touch. Gets underneath him, and the Tunisian, it was a great breakaway, but he just didn't put enough on the cross at all. It was not really hit with any attempt to get it off the ground, so it was easily clearable in the end, to be quite frankly honest, but Kenny was there if it wasn't. Ralston tries the fancy ball, it's overhit unless Maeda can somehow get there. He does get there, it's awkward, and I think it's Cornelius this time, it just pops it away to the side. It looks like Celtic are having the better start of the two. Stress levels have hit the roof. It's going to be very intense for a lot of people. I like to be optimistic until we concede and then I'll be angry immediately, but until then, if I feel we have a long wait for a goal, then they'll win on the last 10 minutes either way. Well, I mean, if we're saying based on the way that we started, Rangers defence don't seem too switched on. That's a good ball into the box. Kenny's missed it. That's a big opportunity. I'm not sure if he was offside. Probably anyway. Flag goes up after it goes out of play, so that's a little disheartening. But case in point, Celtic are looking for the kind of crunch pass into the box already. And he's got the proper jacket off, it's just the tracksuit now. What do you think of Snoop Dogg's comments? That man supports like basically every club at this point. If you look up at the pictures of him in other teams' football shirts, there's a lot of them. I was kind of hoping there'd be a stats thing that pops up, maybe now. I guess not. Sorry, I'm just looking through this to see if there is any potential. Nah. Although you can see there if you want to see who the referee is. I forgot to add that in. It's Nick Walsh. I would have liked the stats page, I guess, but that usually comes up about 15 minutes in, right? Oof, Butland's panicked with the clearance there. You can hear a couple of slight groans of frustration for the Rangers then, but early nerves. It's a big game. Like I said, both teams really want to get a win in this game. There's no real doubt about that, right? Realistically, you can't sit there and mess around. Looks like Celtic have taken the message to heart, which is trying to get in behind. That's good for Srirachi out to Tenecte, although I think it might have just been a tad overhitting us through in Rangers. Just needs to slow his roll a bit, the Tunisian, but not too bad for him in the early stages of this one. Certainly not going to bitch at a pragmatic start for this. Dove just throws it as far up the pitch as he can muster, pop back into play. Nygren slows it down. Tenecte slices the pass and it's opened up chances for Rangers to potentially counter-attack if Scales doesn't get there. He just flicks it back to Casper. Calm enough touch for the Dane, we'll take that. Oof, that pass was risky though, it just got under the feet I think there. Diamondi, we got very lucky with that pass to be honest. Srirachi tries to cut inside, loses out. That is a silly thing to do when you've got 5 or 6 blue shots ahead of you, man. That is stupid. So both teams are trying to make defensive errors. That's going to be a foul. Diamondi's just two-handed pulled him. That'd be a yellow card if it was in the second half, but I think because it's early doors, Walsh will just kind of let that one slide. So the gates of heavens have just opened. It's, yeah, the weather is on and off, to be honest. Maybe that's the higher powers trying to... What the fuck? Yeah, hold on. Right, okay, it's either that or a nuclear bomb has gone off, one or the other. I'm going to close the window. I'll still commentate for a distance. What the fuck is that shit, man? How do you hear that? Stop. Hopefully that helps. At least a little, as long as it's not pure like... Then fair enough. Oh. I'm sitting down in Rangers, the ones attacking. Hold on, let's see what happens here. It's played out on the right hand side, but I think they'll just play it safe and go back for the Celtic press was just a little bit too advanced. It's not as bad now, is it? Near tolerable at least. Hey then, Harry, nice to see you, my guy. Feeling good about the day? I mean, we started off pretty good. There's the stats thing popping up. There we go, gentlemen. You can now see what's actually happening stats-wise. All it has is possession. Are you fucking kidding me? Bruh! Fix it soon. Right, I'll check back on that in a minute or so. Dragon's comments was intriguing. The manager we're looking for won't be available until December. Makes sense, right? If it's... Is it Knutson that we're talking about here? Please tell me it's Knutson, because it makes sense if it is. And if we are, then it's worth the wait. Absolutely, I'll tell you right now. Makes you look like a saint. Oh, that's a bit of a bundle there, Phil. Trusty will play out for the back. Will I say holy unto thee? Can you bless these boys with a goal or 3? Fucking hit them where it hurts. That's good, actually. As soon as I say that, there's a break in behind. Hold on, Maeda. Holds his man up. I think that's a corner. It was kind of poked between through the legs. Actually, really good defending for Cornelius. Give him credit where it's due there. Had to time it right. Fair enough. Set piece routine. Chance. Newson's contract is up on December 31st. Then we know our plan. Tell you, he will be absolutely worth it. Ball into the ball. Oh, chance to Tenecte! Oh, he's going to overhit it, isn't he, man? You need to sort your fucking feet out, son. There's a few big chances to get a good pass or a good shot away, and both times he scuffed it. The ball into the box wasn't particularly great, but it was almost redirected away. from a Rangers shot. I'm not sure who got the touch on it, to be quite frankly honest, but Tenecti's shot on the rebound is not particularly impressive, to be honest. Keeps it between the sticks, but miles over the bar. But Rangers don't really seem to be trying to play out for the trap as much. This is kind of the issue with them playing with the extra defender. They've got that extra barrier there, but it stops a lot of creative flow unless they've got those full-backs running forward, which is exactly what's happening here, and nobody's trying to track the run. Magoma's into the box. Half chance for Rangers, but Tav kind of puts his hands up. It was always going to be a bit of a battle to win a convincing header at the back post there, regardless if Sirachi's one of the smaller defenders we've got. Enough pressure put on by the Argentine to at least make it awkward for him. But you have to consider that Rangers' first chance of the match, really. That's good hold up for Kenny. Does it excellent there, and that could open up some lanes. Brilliant pass for Nygren. Tenecti's got some space to run into. Tav's going to have to track back. Cuts inside, plays it across. Is there a long ball into the box here? Maybe not necessarily the greatest ball into the box, but Rangers are at 6s and 7s defensively there. Somehow does not go out for a throw-in. Well kept in, to be fair, but Scales wins the ball out. Plays it back to Trusty. It's a bit panicky for Rangers defensively, which is a tad surprising, but again, when you've got these types of matches where you know the first goal is going to be massive, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake, let's be honest. It's a good ball into space, hold on. With respect to trying to kind of get it into space, oh, that's not the greatest second touch, and McGregor doesn't retain on that one. There's a chase down. Ralston does not fucking win his tackle against Asgard, and it's opened up some lanes now. Like I said, just defensive ineptness for both sides. That seems to be the theme right now. Potential cross into the box. He goes for range instead. I mean, yeah, he might as well against Schmeichel, but that one was that straight arm. It would take a miracle for that to go through him. Nygren to connect it. Can't say too much on the offensive end, to be honest. Let's see, do we have actual stats now, or is it... This is a major match, like genuinely one of the biggest matches that you could have in world football, and they don't even have stats for it. I'm sure they'll update it at some point. I just realised, why is it stuck on the 8th minute and all? Can you fucking work as intended, you silly cunt? Holy Christ. Everything's going wrong. Love to see it. Oh. Load off the ball, Magoma just pushed my head over there. Or tried to anyway. It's definitely a foul. Whip cross maybe? It's in that territory where we can potentially whip it. It's interesting to say the least, but it's a case of, do you put it in kind of half low, do you go for a looper? Most of the big boys are kind of central to the front of it, so you'd imagine this is going to be kind of hit with a bit of pace. It's awkward, it's bobbled around, and again it's not necessarily cleared by Rangers. Still dangerous edge of the area. Tenecti. Played short, rolled on. Good touch for Tenecti to try and force the issue, but again Rangers calmly enough play out for the back, give them credit. And now they have a chance to break, but fucking hell, Dyson? That's not a foul, you fucking prick! Nah, Walsh is already starting his pish. Dyson wins a perfectly fucking good challenge. Referee can't have that because it means Celtic would have had a pretty good counter-attack, so of course, cancelled out. Was there a clip? Nah, not really. Wins the ball and the man pretty much at the same fucking time, but probably because he clipped the top of the knee, right? First contact might have been in the top of the knee. Fair enough then. I rescind my previous statement, but fuck Walsh anyway. Nice to see you, Michael. Would you take Muscat? Fuck no. I mean, he's a good tactician, but I mean, why? When you could just wait the extra month and get a manager that's twice the quality, has proven success in Europa League and Champions League, you know, competitions with a much weaker fucking squad on paper than most teams in the Champions League or Europa League tend to have. I'd wait the extra month, take Knutson, trust me, 100% the better option. Plus he's a man-to-man type of manager, and he's already made a few jokes about Rangers, which you can't help but love. Nice to see you, James. That's a good ball. Don't want to say anything yet because it is Tenecti, usually kind of cuts back on the inside. By miscommunication between him and McGregor there, but eventually Scales retains. McGregor gets it. Calm enough start. Negrin playing a bit further forwards opened up a lot of pressing lanes for Celtic. It's came at the expense of quick counter attacks for Rangers, but thankfully they've not done too much with it. It's kind of the advantage that they're not really playing with right now, Rangers, especially with having to have that extra man at the back just to protect the chances. You can imagine what would have happened if they did actually play with 4 at the back. You feel like Celtic would have doubled their creative output by now. But again, it's coming at Rangers' expense because they can't really commit to advanced challenges, so that's going to be an advantage. Referee plays it on, fair enough. Back to Scales. He'll have a lot of touches of the ball today, you feel. Trust it. Don't mind it as long as we keep it compact, boys. That's calm. No Rangers player inside our half. That should tell you how deep in they're playing right now. Negrin's been bundled over there, and now it's their turn to be a bit frustrated. Definitely has a throw in there either way though. Could have made the case maybe for a foul, but I'm not going to argue with it too much. I like how everyone's now respectful to Gaz, just as a premise. Good to see. Oh, that could be dangerous. That's really good for Kenny, actually. That first touch opens up some lanes. Ball into the boxes. Oh, Tenecti, bro. You need to fucking just calm it down. It's a few times now, man. Like, we've had fucking, 16, 17 minutes of this match, and you're telling me that the best you've done so far is hit 2 shitty crosses and sky a shot. You need to calm it, man. 3 big opportunities, he's fucked it every time. You need to steady the ship a bit, lad. I love the runs in behind, though. It was brilliant hold-up play for Kenny. The passing behind was clean as fuck. From that aspect, no complaints. But we do need to kind of take our chances. You don't trust Tisdale Nicholson with this hiring with this hiring process. I wouldn't trust him to make me a cup of tea. They put the milk in first. Anyone that does that needs jail. Nah, but I feel like Knutson has been on the Celtic's board list for a while, to be honest with you, right? Like, the board have been looking at him long before, even when we were looking at replacing and she was a shout, even when we were actually, when we hired Ange, Knutson was one of the names that was linked with us too. Oh, fucking course, it takes the lucky ass bounce, Angels. That's a little unlucky for him, but Rangers do well enough to get out from the back. That's going to be awkward. Love that for Trusty. He tries to force it, but again, Rangers do the same thing. It's just bobbling about 50-50. Trusty's just won it. Oh, big chance for Dyson! Hits it straight at the goalkeeper. It's sitter syndrome. Let's go, baby. Fuck's sake, another massive chance. How many do you fucking need? Play with a bit more fucking oomph about you, man. Like, Trusty did so well there to win that, 20 yards for the Rangers goal, but Maeda doesn't pick either side of the goalkeeper, and it's a massive miss. Into the box, Maeda tries to force it, deflects. It's going on! On goal! I don't know what the fuck's just happened there, but we've got the lead! What the fuck was that? What just happened? I think it's either Cannon or What? That is a classic, typical SFA goal. What the hell was that shit? Interesting, alright. Well, we'll need to see it back, but I think it might have been a mistake after the back of Rask. I'm not too sure. There was an error. Let's see what happens. Right, from the foul. We'll have to probably check if Maeda's onside. That might be the issue, but it cannons after Raskin and loops in over the net. Butland can't do anything. Oh, it's so unlucky, actually, to be fair. Like, Ziga tries to clear it and it just bounces after Raskin, loops up over the goalkeeper into the back of the net. Like, Maeda tried to thread it through. Oh, it's poor. You have to say, Raskin's reaction says, oh, as soon as it comes off him, he just looks down at himself. They are checking because I think Maeda could potentially be offside. It's going to be close. Right, no, it's that in there that's the issue. It's when Negrin passes it though. Because Negrin touches it on. Oh, it's close. But yes, he's onside the army, the defender's playing him on. At least for that angle anyway, it's very fucking close, but looks like he's just about on. What? Okay, they've disallowed it, but can you show me the fucking lines then? Because they look almost dead on with each other. Hold on a fucking sec. They usually show the lines. Show the lines then. You do for every other fucking match. Show me the lines. Cool. VAR's overruled it then. It doesn't stand. Fair enough. We'll probably get a view of it in about a minute or two when they actually, you know, put the image up on screen, but well, it looks like Rangers get away with one there. Smashing. That would be the matter of ball hairs. That's the fucking line! Bro, that is so little, man. That's like about 1.5 millimeters. Fuck's sake, they got the pixels out for that one. Jesus Christ. Can't say it's wrong though. So fair enough in that aspect, but man, that is a ball hair. If Maeda was wearing a fucking boot size, one less boot size, chances are he would have been on for that. Fuck's sake, talk about small margins. No, but it is, no, like, genuinely it is offside. Like, we can't give them shit for that, right? They have to check it. They can't get it wrong, because then Rangers fans would be like, the only reason Celtic won this game, and we have to deal with that, so it's better. Yeah. Not the greatest thing for Rangers. Oh, you're kidding me. I looked over for a second there and Rangers just missed a massive chance. Shernitti just missed a good opportunity. It has to be fucking said, man. Where was the defending there? It was so poor. Don't know what the fucking Chelsea was doing. He got like shoved off the ball. It's a sitter. You have to be honest, mate. It is an absolute sitter. Right after we get one disallowed and we miss a sitter of our own, Rangers miss a sitter in response. It seems like both teams are competing to see who's shitter. The last thing I would associate with Bonnie Blue Girls is anything along the lines of tight. Ah, we got stats now. Smashing. Okay. Please have stats. Enjoy. Let's just roll that down a wee bit more so we can fit that one in. Yes. Not a good decision, they got it right. Well, yeah, VAR has just genuinely fucked the game up in a lot of ways, because even if you score a gorgeous goal, you have to like stand guard for a second just to be sure. Like, is it on? It's just unlucky. But Celtic have definitely been the stronger of the two sides out the gate here. There's another good ball in, but McGregor overstretches himself, can't get to it. But the pressure is there. Maeda's chasing every loose ball down that he can. Just annoyed that he missed that sitter earlier on. What an interception. Trusty looks fired up today, but again, every bounce is so lucky. Ralston wins a tackle now. There's just cheers and like rounds of applause. Oh, you've got to fucking move the ball faster than that, and that's going to be a foul. Cards came out instantly. And it's the first one of the match. It's gone Cornelius' way. I'll be honest with you. I need to see it back to see if he caught him late or not, but it just looked like he dragged his man down to stop him getting past. I mean, Kenny was fucking slow as hell getting to it, but oh, he does get caught in the top of his eyes, top of the ankle actually. Studs up. Studs up. They might have to review that, but they probably fucking won't, because obviously. Again, early doors, if that's in the second half, maybe they do, but definitely. Oh, I don't know, it's just because they slowed it down, it probably looks way worse than it actually was, but he did get caught a belter there. Nonetheless, free kick. Not awkward. Negrin might just have a punt with it. It did flex. Corner kick, I believe. We'll take it. Not too bad. If they review it, maybe not, but if we wait till December for a manager, will it affect our dealings in January? Not necessarily, because if they're going to be speaking to Knutson about potentially joining us in the end of the end of next month, I should say, then he'll probably have like a list of players in mind, or even some of the Bodo players themselves. You never know. I feel like they wouldn't just bring him in with no real plan though. Corner. Whip. Time! It's in the back of the net! Disallow that, you dicks! It's Kenny! The Irishman gets into the back of the net. It's a gorgeous looping header. Butland will not stop that one. Boom! Martin O'Neill hits the side of the head, scratches have to be like, I was expecting that all the time. What a fucking header that is. Pixie's run beautifully, gets in between the two men. It's Raskin at the near post that gets beaten out. He just can't time his jump right. Kenny gets there in behind it. Loops it beautifully over Butland. And we might have had one disallowed by the closest emergence, but you can't take that one away. Brilliant looping header, back of the net, 1-0. Well, yeah, the commentators are saying that they could have reviewed it for a red, but we're not going to, like I said, it is what it is, right? It's early doors, second half they might do it. Smashing. 1-0! Good, we fucking kick on for here now. Things you love to see. I told you, I was optimistically calm. As soon as Kenny got that brace against Falkirk, I'm like, right, okay, the kid's finally understood that he has to score goals, and that is a gorgeous run. Like I said, his positional understanding. It was always his finishing that would be a question. But he's found his boots. And what a fucking game to do it in. Celtic just look to be so much more calm than Rangers right now. They don't really seem set. I think that like offside goal might have just rocked them a little. And that sitter is going to piss them off as well. Because Celtic, for all intents and purposes, could be 3-1 up if all chances were taken so far. Going to be played back for Butland. I feel bad for Giga because he's actually trying to play a really good game here. He's had to do a lot of defending on that side. Oh, a little awkward though. Rangers might have a chance to break away here themselves. That is a great ball, but Trusty's marking it. Schmeichel's out to gather. Look at that. Even Schmeichel is coming out of his box to claim balls. Martin O'Neill has got some actual fucking tactics down, man. So happy for Kenny to be honest, worked his balls off. Aye, well, I was getting him shite when he was playing the last few matches before the Falkirk game because he was missing sitters, like a lot of them. Everybody can agree with me on that. The fucking misses were a long list of them, let's say. But did well against Falkirk, so most of us agreed that he should start in this match as well, and he's fucking proven his worth so far, man. The hold-up play to play Tenectian for that chance. Scoring the goal. Very solid opening half an hour or so for him. Definitely no complaining about it at all. Want to say, by the way, while we're almost halfway through this, or well, 2/3 through the half now, I should say. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you are already subscribed, best thing you can do is like the stream. Even if you ain't subscribed, like the stream anyway. It just helps keep us in the algorithm and all that good jazz. It's much appreciated. That's a good step in. What a challenge. McGregor's going to try and shift it. Maeda gets a good pass away. Kenny's on a run here. Maeda's got the burners on. Kenny's still going. Still going! Oh, that would have been such a good fucking run as well. Like I said, the boy has found his feet. Brilliant feet to get into the box. Dances past his man and gets a shot away low into Butland's near post, basically. But it's well saved by the Englishman. Give him credit for that. Oh, brilliant feet to stand his man up, man. I think because he knew Cornelius couldn't really bundle him over. Magoma couldn't really track him back down. He just kind of leans off him to put some pressure on. Another corner kick. I do. I was just because he started off very slow, but it's kind of like a fire. It's more or less smoke and mirrors for a while, but now it's just flames and fury. That's a good ball into the box there. I could tell. As soon as that was laid up, he was going to swing at that, man. Fair enough, Ralston. I love you, bro, but come on. Not connected bundles his man over. That's just going to be a silly foul to give away. Fair enough. Can't complain about the opening half an hour. It's been one-way traffic for the most part. Rangers have only had one genuine, actual chance, which they did miss somehow. That'll be the thing that annoys them. For Celtic, yeah, Maeda's missed a good chance. Tenecti missed a good chance. There's been a couple of open-ended opportunities. Also, the disallowed goal by literal fucking millimetres. But we do have the opener, and that's the key thing for us. What a pass that is. Chance for Rangers. Schmeichel saves! Let's go, boy! I like you now. I like you again. Good shit. What a save that is, actually, to be fair. Brilliant fucking pass. Take nothing away for the ball into the space. That was lovely. Daniil cuts it back straight through the middle of them, and it's Raskin who could have redeemed himself a little bit. He does the right thing, he just tries to kind of pincer it low underneath Schmeichel, but Schmeichel thankfully gets himself in the way. Corner kick for Rangers though. This is, again, I haven't seen too many set piece opportunities, so how do we defend these? Unconvincingly, but nonetheless we get out from it. Here's Dyson. Oh, go on Dyson. Go on Dyson with the bundles, big man! Still going! He's going to get chased the fuck down, but he'll try and make it as hard as possible. He gets caught out in the end eventually. And a foul's going to be given because Rangers hit the floor faster than a fucking rigged fight. What the hell was that? Fair enough. Oh, pretty much in real time, Chief. You don't need to worry. I think Kenny's confidence was not by Rodgers. Nah, Martin O'Neill came in and put his arm around them and said, go for it, we win. Nah, it's O'Neill, right? I feel like it would be like tough love. He'd put his arm around him, but see if you don't score in the next match, I'm throwing you out the entire club. And then he just walks into his office, sits down and has a wee cup of tea. Inside Kenny's head, he's like, right, fuck it. Oh, sorry, right, fuck it. I have to score now. Goes out, does the job against Falkirk, and then scores a goal in this one, so nice. He's already proven to be twice as effective as either this time last season, so I like it. It's his positional awareness that I genuinely do like. His movement off the ball is class. I said that even when he was shite at finishing. Let's see what happens though. Rangers have another set piece opportunity. It's definitely going to be a high end swinger based on the way everyone's positioned. Referee's just having a word with some defenders in the box there for obvious reasons. Whipped in with height. Over Anfield, but oh my god, it's another sitter. I mean, would I call it? It's hard to honestly. I think it's Daniil that made the run to the back stick. Or maybe it's Shamiti, one of the two. But he just couldn't get enough on it. It was, I mean, it could have came back half a defender, to be honest. That from that angle, it would have been a lot harder to score. It looked a lot easier to finish on the real time angle. Yeah, it was always going away for him, but nonetheless. Played up into space, good taking touch. Celtic do well to hold them off. You're not going to get a foul for that. Asgard's trying to claim it's a foul and he just has to grab it shot and the referee gives it because of course that's the symbol of give us a foul because we've been touched. As long as you're being the same and giving us the same fucking weak ass fouls, then very soft that one, Jesus Christ. Asgard pulling on his shot as well, but that of course doesn't get fucking brought up. Nonetheless though, Giga plays it back towards Butland and he should just look for the long ball here. Celtic have too many bodies in their half, I think he's even aware of that, yep. Sends it high, trusty, he is challenging everything, man. I fucking love that. He's trying to fight for his spot. Ralston's just been wiped out there and yeah, the referee has to give a foul for that one. Getting another soft one, but he's been even about it, felt. Was it? No, well, to be fair, he pushed him off the ball, I didn't see that. Never mind, I'll take that back, it was a foul. Straight up. I wouldn't worry about Tav's free kicks unless they're directly in front of the goal. That one was like a from the side and swinger. Was dangerous though. Tenecte, you're trying to do too much there, bro. Can you fucking stop? He's giving it away again. Maeda's going to have to chase that one back. He does well enough to put pressure on. And Schmeichel comes out and claims a cross. That's a bit better for you, big fella. Straight out to the side, here's Ralston. Played short, back to the big bricky. Trust it. Long ball again, he's done that a few times to try and cause some problems. Sugar's going to have to clear the header, it's a poor giveaway. Kenny's there, takes a big deflection and it will go through for Butland. I mean, Tenecte was offside anyway and I think that's what he was trying to signal to Kenny. He was like, hold the fucking ball up. That's, again, another wee bit of miscommunication at a time where you wouldn't want it to happen, but again, you can't argue with it too much. Ball, sent forward. Oh. Ngoma tried to get it past his man, but There was no attempt of fucking around there for my either, just cut in front of his man, gets out for a throw-in. Cornelius, under a bit of pressure there, does well enough to get out to Sutter. Tav cuts it back, Shiga's going to just, yeah, they're going around the blocks defensively right now. Celtic are playing that high line. I don't understand Roll's formation when it comes to that. Like, again, I get the whole 3-4-2-1 system. I get what he's trying to do. But you've got to expose the spaces, man. You've got that extra body in the midfield for a reason, and they are not using it. They're trying to go out to the wings way too much. Tenecti's done well to keep that in. He's done really well to keep that in. He's got past his man as well. He's going to force a corner kick. That's not bad at all. Big fucking shift there. That's much better for you, man. That's what we know you can do. Just stand your man up, try and win something, whether it be a set piece, throw in, whatever it may be. Gets a corner kick for it. Jiga's complaining, but did come off your last big fella. Well, it's going to be Negro. I stand corrected. I thought it was going to be Negro to tee up the corner, but he's just summoned someone else over to swing this one in instead. And it is the man that's right footed, so expect this to lip in towards the goal. You need another goal to settle the nerves. I feel like it would be good for a ton of reasons, to be honest with you. One goal leads in all firms are very... take the last 5-10 Glasgow derbies, very few have been decided by more than 1 or 2 goals. Oh, that's going to be a foul surely. Yep, gets clipped. Don't think it's a card, but Giles does get tripped up there. Right in a dangerous area. I mean, if you're going for a whippage shot, if anyone knows ball and remembers Lee Griffiths' free kick against Apoel Beersheva, it's that type of territory where you could whip it in with pace and catch your keeper off at the near post. We need an Olympico. Now you've got the two kind of key midfielders here, and Giles and Negrin kind of teeing up over it, but it looks like Giles is going to get the call for this one. Because again, I really see the opportunity to go near post here. Like if I'm thinking, yeah, whip it, catch Buckland out if you can, but he might just lay it after the edge of the box because there's a lot of fucking space there. Might just go for the cross instead. Oh, he does try to kind of, it's like a mix. He doesn't go near post, he tries to loop it far almost, and that's not good. There's a Celtic player that's holding his stomach. And more importantly, it's one of our fucking defenders, so Rangers are obviously going to try and take advantage. Can't blame them for doing so, but the referee really should be stopping play for a man that's standing there injured. Trusty eventually joins back in, but looks a bit sluggish there. And he's still holding, yeah, he's holding his head. And hold on a second. Oh, there's a red card! Oh, there's a, you fucking idiot! Boom! They're down to 10. Why would you do that to Ralston, you silly fucking idiot? Asgard's off. It's gone from bad to absolute worse. Why would you make that mistake? He's dived in Ralston for no fucking reason, and they're down to 10. Oh, that is so silly. That is so fucking stupid in so many fronts, man. They've already got lucky to dodge one fucking red card. They made sure they've got themselves in this one. He just put, oh, right into Ralston's groin, man. Like, studs up into the top of the thigh, basically. He's lucky, man. 2 centimetres to the right, and Ralston's chance of having kids would have evaporated. But it's definitely a red. It's high foot, studs up into the fucking leg, man. Like, yeah. And it's undoubtedly a dumbass. It's so dumb. I don't understand that, man. Like, why? Like, right, you can see that Ralston's got a wee good old stud. He's bleeding out his shorts. He must have gone in with him in some fucking force, because you know if Ralston stays down, it's bad. He's been cut open. It's definitely a graze. You can tell he's been fouled. It's 100% a red card. But they've just capitulated. I don't understand this, man. And as it wasn't already problematic, they didn't have a lot of attacking options. They've just lost another one. They might need to change their formation and go again. The more you see it, the worse it looks. I know in real time it looked like he just caught Ralston late. It wasn't until like you realise Ralston was down writhing in pain. You're like, oh, he must have got caught like much closer to the balls than I initially imagined. It was literally about 2-3 centimetres to the right. Ralston's genuinely a lucky boy, man. So yeah. Oh, Dyson, please tell me he kept that in. Oh, I thought he kept that in. That would have been so nice. He didn't. I respect the hustle to get it all. Oh, Kane, it's fine, man. We're literally in real fucking time. It's basically, what, 5-6 seconds a bot. It's just stream delay. Keep that in mind. It's more so if I'm using delayed feeds, like Discord feeds and shit. Trying hard to earn that moderator role, ain't you, Kieran? Fair enough, lad. That's something that I need to maybe consider doing. I might need to add another moderator at some point. Because we're gaining subscribers, but at a slow and steady pace. That's nice. Negrin, played outside. What cross is dangerous, cleared away. Tenecti's going to have time to take a touch and decide what he wants to do with it. Wants to just play it safe. Why the fuck is Trusty out playing there? I have no idea, but nonetheless he's there. Tenecti tries to get past his man. Isn't going to body past anyone there. Tough. Forced into an early clearance, calm enough. It's getting very nasty in some aspects, man. Doesn't. Well, they need to watch it, man, because they already have a player on a yellow in the back end as well. If Cornelius gets hit with a red, you can safely consider this match done. Rangers are already up against it now, especially with the fact they're down to 10. Celtic have played much better football than even I was expecting, to be honest. Oh, that's dangerous! Shot! Oh, good save, Butland. I think the issue was that, there was a miscommunication between who was going to take the shot there. Like, Negrin did well to break into the box, and he just kind of tries to dig it out under his feet rather than let kind of Kenny run onto it. He honestly maybe should have let the Irishman run onto the shot. O'Neill's reaction says it all, just kind of dips down on the touch line. Unlucky, man. The nasty is why we love this fixture. Exactly it, man. At least you know it's not one of those fake ass derbies where it's all about like trying to bait the fans into this false sense of like, oh, this game means more. It's like, no, this game is literally the definition of why football in Glasgow is so well loved. Yeah, I do feel for you a bit, guys. This must be dire watching for you, man. Just shows what happens when you can figure out how to tweak Rowe's system. Like I said, I even said that at the start of this game, that formation, it's going to be up in the air if it's going to work against Celtic. Just out of the premise that you have to win the midfield battle every time. And Rangers, as good as their midfield is, it's not the strongest part of their team, you'd argue. You'd say it's their front line. So the fact they've sacrificed all of that to basically get an extra defender in, and it's not really mattered too much. I mean, it's a bit of a loose attempt to skills, but not exactly cleared away by Magoma. Might have thought this. It's Ralston. That man is made out of literal steel. That's such a, to be fair, really good pass out for the back. Shimi's going to try and hold it up. Great touch. Stumbles about the joint and eventually decks it for a foul for some reason. I don't know why, but they've given it. He tried to play the ball about 50 fucking yards front, man. He got hard. It was literally in his own half, about 20 yards in, and somehow Tavernier's like, this free kick's over the halfway lane, quite comfortable. A grip. Keep that in mind the next time either gets filled like 20 yards outside the box, we'll just roll it forward about 10 fucking feet. You don't want Danny sad, I still think he'll make us a better team. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you've got people calling to get him sacked after this, it's not necessarily his fault. Again, Rangers have had chances. Trinity had 2 really big opportunities, but it's hard to argue that Celtic haven't been the stronger side. We've missed 2 or 3 big opportunities. Obviously, that goal disallowed. As a whole, Celtic have definitely played the better stuff. I think Rangers just got kind of almost caught cold. Don't really know how to describe it. This is what I'm right. Fucking hell, Walsh. You must just really like the fucking circle-shaped shit in your mouth. Head to a brothel afterwards or something, man. You'll find something there. But for now, can you fucking let the game flow? I cut it off, man, like your fucking Flint's water pipes in Michigan. Just fucking let the steady flow happen. Rosling shows up at training after he's foaming at the mouth when he is Oh my god, can you imagine that? Just Rick Grimes in the corner. Girl! Oh, space is opened up. Space is really opened up. Nagman's just running at them, man. He's got all the time in the world. He's just carried the ball about 40 yards. Connected. Dances into the box. Does well there, but it's going to deflect out. Good time challenge for Raskin, man. He dropped back right in the nick of time. Extra touch, and it's clearly going to be a good opportunity. Brilliant run for Nygren to start it, although just dances between all of them and runs. Hope Celtic can keep this up for the second half. I feel like we'll be probably a bit more convincing in the second half when it comes to keeping hold of the ball. I don't think Rangers will have as many opportunities, just again, they're down an extra attacker and their formation's already very defensively focused, so unless they change their entire system going into the second half and try and get an extra body up front, it's going to be problematic to see a scenario where Rangers get too much out of this game. Crossed in, headed up and away. Oh, it's forced in! Jesus Christ, I was going to say, Trusty. Oh, of course, Butland's been crippled apparently. Trusty's saying that he didn't touch him. It's a yellow card for Trusty. I don't even think Butland got touched, man. I think that's just the classic Englishman gets touched, so he has to, by Premier League training, act like he's been shot. You're not bleeding. Did he actually get clipped? I want to see that first of all, because it didn't look like he even got fucking touched. I mean, yeah, he gets caught, but... Oh, right, yeah, no, in that angle you can kind of see it. In the first one, it looked like he just kind of grazed him. He does actually kind of connect with him in the second one, though. It's not a red card because, again, I think Butland throws himself into it. I think that's what the referee's trying to explain to him. And it probably will be the end of the first half as soon as this ball gets punched. What in November, Flash? Keep that Christmas shit out my fucking shit. Got some other important dates coming up first. Man, Pudsey Day, for instance. Fucking celebrate that or some shit. There you go, half time it is indeed it. I ain't mad at that. I'm pretty content, pretty happy, pretty chifferinoed. I certainly ain't bitching about it in the slightest. I think it's about as calm as we could have asked it to be. Done the basics right, haven't let anything get away from us in that sense. It's fucking happy as Larry with that. Let's have a little gander. How are we doing for likes? Can someone update me? We usually set the goal at 30 for these types of games, so anything close to that would be good. And we'll see if we gained any extra subscribers. We have not gained any subscribers, so we could gain 1 or 2 of those. That'd be fascinating. So I'll take to win at least 3-0 now. Nah, I'm not sticking with the 2-1 prediction, but I think 2-0, 3-0 at least. Halloween is already out. We're on a winter chance. No, not yet. Not. Half time now you can breathe. Exactly it, man. Get yourself a wee reset. It doesn't feel like it's. How's it like 3 in the afternoon? It's so pitch black in here. I could turn on my lights. But, I only have the one main ring light there, which is for obvious reasons, so you can see my face. But if you want me to make it brighter in here, I can. Just let me know. 22 for now. Alright, I mean that's pretty standard for the first half, to be fair. 8 in the second half, definitely doable. Celtic 20, fuck's sake, I imagine. Did you watch the game last night? Honestly, yeah, I thought it would have been Motherwell's game for the taking based on the way Ascal's got his boys playing, but give credit to St Mirren. Genuinely, they played fucking fantastic. I don't think they're going to be too much of a threat in the final, right? I feel like they could probably capitulate. They are a team that is there for the taking. Even Motherwell was able to score against them when they were playing absolute shite. So if Celtic are playing at any level like this, that game ends 4-5-0, but you don't want to assume anything, you know what I mean? So from that perspective, it's just, it's nice to see, you know what I mean? It's a nice change of pace seeing a team like that one going in. Nice to see you're still paying the refs. Bro, you dodged. You should have had 2 players on a red card already, right? Asgard was clearly going to get sent off for that. He's studying a man near enough his balls to the point where Alston was bleeding. And that man's made out of steel. That's a red card offence if I've ever fucking seen it. He's got really, really lucky with the VAR call coming in clutch because we were offside by 2mm and Cornelius should have been sent off for a high fucking stud onto Kenny's ankle, or Negrin's ankle, whoever it was. Case in point, nobody's paying anybody. Right, you can't even afford to pay the refs, that's why you can't win games anymore, mate. Have you ever considered that? Nice to see you though, Nathan, hope you're well. Trust they should be off. So should Cornelius! What the fuck are you talking about? Bro, I love that so much. I mean, Trusty grazes Butland. Cornelius literally stamped fucking studs up into an ankle and he's still on the pitch on a yellow. My god. That's fascinating as shit, fair enough. No, they explained it was because Butland literally ran out to close the space. If Trusty just ran up to Butland and punted him in the head, then fair enough, right? It's a red, but he didn't. He dangled his leg out and Butland slid into it. He tried to pull his leg out as well, so... You know, one of those, I guess. Each to their own, opinions are valid in their own ways. He's a playing like it. Richest club in Scotland now. Still incorrect. Your owners are the richest owners in Scotland, but they're not the fucking, you're not the richest club, far from it, chief. Pay off your debts first and then we'll talk. We're sitting with 100 million in open transfer funds. Do you understand how money works? We could spend 50 million in January and still not breach fucking UEFA fair play rules. Yous couldn't spend more than 6.5 to 10. Right, if that's the argument you're going with, Ralston stands his ground, right? He stands his ground and Asgard openly tries to kick him in the balls. Studs out, by the way. Trusty didn't graze fucking Butland in the head with his studs. It's not for the fucking dangling leg, chief, it was for the studs. And Ralston was openly bleeding. If Butland was so badly hit, why wasn't he bleeding then? He took a straight boot to the face, right? But... I feel bad for them, man, because they're that desperate for any type of hope. Like, we're playing at, like, we've had a notoriously shit month, man, but even when we're at our worst, you can't beat us, and that must be depressing. I mean, to be fair, like, Gaz can probably tell you that himself. I like Gaz, you know what I mean? There are good Rangers fans out there. Nathan actually does make some good points in his own ways, right? But again, if you look at the rule book, that's why some penalties are given and some penalties aren't. It's down to the SFA's interpretation of what foul is. Ralston stood his ground and Asgard openly tried to molest him. That's the difference. Trusty dangled a leg out and Butland slid into him, right? It's you know, inertia, all that good shit. But one person ended up bleeding, the other didn't. I should tell you all you need to know. And it's much harder to make someone bleed in the thighs than it is the face. He turns around and he's just there. Yeah, dangling his fucking leg while he looks directly at Ralston. Brother, watch the replay back. It's the first time you've beat us in about a year. Yeah, but any time we beat you, it's always to make progress, to win things. When's the last time you beat us and it mattered? Counterpoint. I mean, that should tell you how bad you are if you beat us every fucking time with the exception of 1 or 2 last year, and we still won pretty much every trophy if it wasn't for penalties. Right, Aberdeen can go and fuck themselves, but still. Winning doesn't mean shit if you can't capitalise on it, Chief. It's the same thing I've been saying to Hearts fans since the start of the season. We should be down to, well, there you go. That's a Rangers fan. That is a Rangers fan telling you that, Nathan, so. Yep, like I said, Cornelius is lucky to still be on the fucking field, so. If it's a case of everything's a red card now, cool. We'd be playing with 10, you'd be playing with 9. Still doesn't change the fact you're a man down. Fabulous. Look, it's valid in your own ways, right? Like, again, I get it. There are definitely challenges, Nathan, where in other games, like if that was like a fucking St Mirren versus Hearts or whatever, then yeah, chances are it would probably be given for something, but it doesn't take away from the fact that, again, you have a player on the pitch that shouldn't be on as well. Like, it's one of those, right? You can kind of argue whatever point makes sense, but I think at the end of it all, who cares, right? Asgard's is a clear red, right? He literally made a man bleed studs up and all that good shit. Cornelius is lucky to be in the field. Trosty's kinda lucky to be in the field, although, again, when you look at the challenges back, you can tell that Trusty was being intentional about it. It's, you know, reds are given for like direct danger. Butland put himself in that way. Ralston just stood where he was. So, I guess by those rules. But again, I get it. You know, if it was the other way around and we were 1-0 down, and yeah, you'd find any reason to be like, the referees, man, what the fuck? It's valid, right? You need to find a scapegoat, but the scapegoat's just down to the fact that your team hasn't came out the blocks as fast as they usually could, right? Like, there's a lot of bad performances in that Rangers squad right now. Like I said, maybe with the exception of Magoma, it's not been too much offensively. Danilo's been okay. That pass in behind to give Raskin the chance was nice. But besides that, yeah, like they're literally explaining it in the commentary there. It's like the only reason that Trusty probably wasn't sent off was the fact that it wasn't intentional. Hey there, Brian, nice to see you, my guy. Been a while since I've seen you. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're enjoying yourself. What are you making of the game so far, my guy? You should maybe consider making a company by that name. Just Shoes. I don't know why, but my brain went, Just Dance, gonna be... Going on to a Celtic podcast when they have their own podcast. Well, yeah, there's always Celtic fans that go on to Rangers ones doing the same thing. You see it from both ends, to be fair. It's just a classic case of like going in and be like, and then they disappear. It's a good thing, right? We're winning, so if a Rangers fan's coming in, it's not to give a shit. It's usually just so they can be like, you just paid the refs, because it happens every match. I ain't going to take too much offence to it, right? As long as they're respectful, not actually throwing digs at people specifically, I don't mind what they say. They're right in their own ways. They can make the argument that it could have been a red, but we could also make the argument that Cornelius should have been sent off as well. So it's one of those, right? The referees have been very inconsistent. They've given soft fouls for fuck all the same way that they let really harsh fouls go. It's SFA referees in a nutshell. They're just shit regardless. Nobody pays them, right? I get his concerns though, to an extent. You want the referees to be a bit more consistent with their calls, but by the rules of the game, man. It's the same reason we conceded that penalty to Hearts a few match days ago. As much as it was a clear dive for Braga, there is contact, so it's a penalty by the rules of the game. Even though everybody with a pair of eyes could tell that Braga was looking for it. It's one of those, right, that you can make a counterpoint to any situation when it comes to these close calls. The second half should be getting underway relatively soon. Next kind of 2-3 minutes. Nobody pays them even the SFA. Exactly. They get their fucking licences out of cereal boxes nowadays. Oh, I'm a fucking referee, you know, man. The fucking bottom of the box of Cheerios. It's just like one of those SFA licences. Like, congratulations, you will now be refereeing Celtic v Rangers. He's like, Yay! Goes out and gets like half of the calls wrong. Yeah, pretty much, Derek. That's kind of the. I think it's most neutrals that ain't taking offence to the calls that go against a club specifically. If you can recognise the patterns, it happens to every team, right? Every single team in the SPL this season has probably had one or two really like eyebrow raising decisions go for and against them. It's just the referee's consistency is never really consistent. That's the thing, right? It's always about trying to get the rule book set basically. But again, when you got Celtic and Rangers competing in Europe, UEFA have a whole bunch of different rules and regulations. So as a neutral fan, or if you're loyal to either one of them, then you're going to look at those games and be like, wait, why does that count in that game but it's not applied to that one? And then you realise, oh right, it's because there's a whole bunch of different rules. And human error is still human error, right? Even if you have VAR, it's humans that control it, so they're still subject to fuck it up. I don't think VAR is a bad thing, but it's not run by people that are trained specifically to use those systems. And in the SFA, oh my god, man, you could put a fucking fella off the street called Keith that's on some form of methadone and he'd probably be more convincing. I'm just going to game, I got to do a feed stance from Still Game. Oh, you fucking beauty. Hell yeah, man. Love to see that. May not get that good sequence up. What changes have been potentially made? I'm not sure what Rangers are changing formation wise, nothing seems to be the case. Okay, interesting. I think Rangers might be considering one or two changes apparently. We'll have to see. So I just seen that comment at the corner. Get it right fucking up, you mean? I don't know why I can hear that and his voice is clear as day. Instead of using VAR to assist, they should use it to make absolute rulings and chop goals over stuff happening on the halfway line. Pretty much, yeah. It should be a case of if the referee can't justifiably overturn their original decision, stick with the on-field one. It's that simple. Like, VAR's meant to correct obvious errors, so why is it checking every minor goal? Like, every time there's a small offside potential, like, they'll spend 5 minutes, like, even in that game, technically, as much as we were offside for Maeda's goal, or technically Raskin's, right, it was an own goal, but you get what I'm fucking saying. It same kind of issue applies where they take like the extra 2 minutes to check it. You're like, bro, just fucking, oh why? Just slows the game down momentum wise. Looks like they are making some changes. It's Gassama that's coming on for Rangers, so they are changing their system. That's interesting. We'll see if they updated how their system's working on this, but I don't think they would have. But I'll try and explain it to you. But it's a straight switch actually. I think they just took Danilo off. Or maybe Shinmiti, I'm honestly not too sure. Can we get a timeline, please? They haven't made any changes as of yet. But Rangers have got the second ball on the way. I'm sure that will update at some point. But Gassama is on. I think it was Danilo that he came off of, but I can't speak in full confidence. I'll just have to wait until the thing comes up to confirm it. But I think Gassama's on for Danilo. Hard to actually say. Oh, into the box already. Okay, chance could have been good there, so it was going to block out corner kick for us. Pretty reasonable. The ball over the top was very nice, by the way. Worked out brilliantly. The actor who plays Navidas apparently a Sullivan. That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Different system for this corner. We've got a bunch of people on the outside of the box. High Whopper, man. Aye, Laporte's going to go over everybody. Maeda tries. I respect her for trying to kind of keep it in play, but always going to be a lot harder than expected. Perfect time for hiccups. Thank you, very cool. Could have done this before the half started, my guy. Thanks. You can imagine Rangers are going to play with a lot more of a set approach here. They'll have to try and sit in and take as many pressurised attacks from Celtic as possible. Try and catch us on the break. That seems to be their game plan with bringing on the extra speedster and Gassama. Allows them just to get down to the byline if they can, but Maeda's up against his man here. Magoma stands him up. Ralston, calm enough, just whips it back towards Trusty. So a very good half, well, first half I would say, but that little decision at the end means that he's going to have to be very careful and not make any clueless mistakes. That's good pressure for Celtic still, and tries to force it. I respect it. Maeda tries to force it now. McGregor tries to, eventually McGregor, one of them got there in the end, that's all that matters. Good stuff. King Kenny to score again, that'd be fantastic. I don't even blame you guys, man. That's a good ball into space. Oh, good challenge. Again, you have to say that, Giga. He's putting in some fantastic challenges down that side. Him and Tenecti have had a good battle most of this match. It's another really crucial, like, last second block. Lovely ball for Nigrin to play Tenecti into space, but again, just good defensive pressure. Tenecti can't really sort his feet out and get the cross in. Don't know how the big fella needed. Yeah, he didn't really even need to touch the ball. He just had to put his presence in the way. It was enough to throw the Tunisian off, but again, another good attacking chance for us. Been and gone, swung up and away for Butland. Good header, one for Skills up. McGregor, lovely taking touch. There's a Rangers player down. Oh, of course it's a foul for them. Of fucking course it is. Raskin's now on his feet immediately. Oh, he's down holding his face, and he's up the second the referee blows a whistle. Fuck you tiny wee crap. Let's have a gander. Did he actually get hurt? Nah, I mean, Tenecti probably. It's definitely not. Oh yeah, no, it's Tenecti. For fuck's sake, man. He might be the first change for me personally. I think he's just trying to do too much. Get my head on the left. Maybe get Forrest on. Oh, Rangers have tried it for range. I respect it. That seems to be the meta against any... well, for any team I should say whenever it comes to playing. It's just shoot for range. Maybe Schmeichel just doesn't get there. You try it. It wasn't actually the worst volley in the world, to be honest, but... and there's another Rangers player down. Bro, we're 4 minutes into the half, man. You're really trying to pull the shithousery tactics out already. Did he actually get injured or what? The referee doesn't seem interested. He just says play the fuck on. Player's up on his feet instantly. How convenient. Come on to Christ, man. That's a good ball into space. Kenny tries to force it. Big mistake. Butland's there. Oh, it's still dangerous and we force it out for a corner. That is, again, the communication defensively between Rangers players is fucking woeful there. I hate them as a derivative. I'm a Celtic fan, but what the fuck are they doing? Suter and Butland get caught in between no man's land basically, and for whatever reason Suter just almost takes it away from Butland. He has to like scoop it out. It's more or less Suter had the shot rather than Kenny. Another 50 foot. Oh, for fuck's sake, yeah, it's another foul that goes Rangers' way despite every player doing the exact same thing. Cool. Happens a lot. Love to see it, Caden. We'll love to see it. Oh, Rangers had a chance. It bobbled into the box, but Gamley dealt with Ralston. Should just play that out. Maeda cuts it back inside. Good pass for on. I like that. Gets it out to Maeda. That's not the greatest rebound pass, and there's another fucking breakaway chance for Rangers. They fall over again. It's going to be a foul. Holy fucking Christ, man. I wonder if you pricks actually have the concept of standing on your feet, you fucking spineless wee cunts. Flopping with everything there, man. Jesus Christ. Ralston just raging for the fact that he nearly got his balls crushed in the first half, clearly. Just stand your ground next time, man. Not too difficult. I just don't want to see a fucking shit where the whistle goes every 30 seconds because somebody hits the deck every time they're touched. It's so annoying. I love how Maeda looks like a fucking, like, genuine Yakuza now. Like, he looks straight out of the Yakuza. Not even a joke. You put him in a black suit and put like a fucking tear tattoo under his eye, you would look straight away though. Oh, another half chance, popped up and away. Celtic try to break out from the back. How's the control on the touch? Not too bad actually. Fucking run on, son. Oh, look at you're 6'3" and you're doing that, you big fucking dick. Right, I take back what I was saying about Giga. He's a diving bell end and all. You're up against a tiny wee 5'6" Argentine and you go down like that. Oh, arms in the air, flailing at you. Oh, you are a fucking hell, man. Definitely doing it their own way. 7 minutes and they flopped about 6 times. Bro. Fair enough. Can't argue with it. Keep your calm. To be fair, I feel like Gaz, if he was going to break his TV, would have done it ages ago. Probably after that loss to Bran. Lads, what he's doing? Jesus Christ, I was going to say there was a bit of miscommunication there. Ralston's gone down, but there's no foul for us. They're allowed to just break straight through us, no problem at all. But we touched them, it's a fucking foul. It's so dumb. Get the consistency levels even now. Run forward. Remember I said at the start of the stream that the referees were hopefully not going to be a telling part in the game. That lasted long. Ball into space. Maybe a shot for range. Oh, there is this! That was not a bad attempt. It probably was a lot further away than the camera angle in real time suggests, but it was not a bad shot for the Belgian. On tries it. It was a good layoff in McGregor. Simple kind of roll across. Hits it on the right and oh yeah, no, it was not far off. To be fair, I thought it would look a lot wider. It's probably about a foot or so wide. O'Neill with the hands in the head. He knows that the second goal is massive here. We get the second and it's pretty much game set in the match. Send forward. Curious to see where this one bounces. Good chest control, but not the greatest chase down of the chest control, to be honest. Schmeichel should retain it from the clearance though. Calm enough. Plays it out and Scales will run on it. Jesus Christ, what a throw for Schmeichel in fairness. Overlapping runs there. Tenecte again just tries to force it a bit too much, but wins a throw in so we don't mind it too much. Calm enough fella. Where is the coolest guy in the world? Just a tried and true professional, man. I don't get why people hate him either, because he's not having like the same output as last season. When he does shit like that, I love it. But see, that's what I'm saying. Maeda pure breaks his man down. No foul for that, but if we touch them and they like fall down softly, it'll be a foul instantly. It's so confusing. Ball into the box for Rangers is half intriguing at best, but I think it was going to be offside regardless. It looked offside anyway. The flag, yeah, it's gone up in hindsight. Sure, mate, he's it looked like he was off by a solid like yard or two. Pretty much. You know, the way Skills was the one that won the header, so. What different Martin has made. Don't think we can win this if Brendan was in charge. I feel like just the morality difference would be enough to kind of throw things off, but O'Neill's tactics have worked out pretty much spot on so far. Granted, a second goal would be nice for the soul. Oh. Just went through everybody there. I think it was just kind of a loose attempt to try and find Kenny inside the box there. Not the worst attempt in the world, I will say. It's a good positional understanding for Johnny there, but it was never going to work out. Clearance to come for Butland now. I think only 10 odd minutes have been played. Oh, he's missed a couple of big chances. Jesus Christ, man, yeah, there we go. The Rangers players are complaining that there should be a foul there, and there's another player that's 6 foot plus Down pretending like he's been shot. And now he's handing out cards all willy-nilly. Right. Interesting. I'm going to guess high foot on my Ada, right? I can't Diamande going down acting like he's been shot. I find that so funny, man. You got tapped. Maeda's gone into the book. Fair enough, though. I think both sides are just letting the adrenaline get to them a bit much here. Rangers in the first half, Celtic a bit more in the second. So already Ralston and Maeda been in the book. We already have Trusty as well, so that entire right hand side has got to be playing it a bit more cautious. If Celtic are going to make changes, you would imagine it would be down that side just to kind of take away the chances of a second yellow. But Rangers have a set piece opportunity. It's awkward about how they're lining up. It looks like it's a very central type of cross. They try it, deflects, shot, deflects. Not cleared away yet. Takes another fucking deflection. Jesus Christ, man. Shot. Straight into Schmeichel. He can't gather it. It was eventually parried and pulled away. Not fully cleared though. Giga Diamande. Goes for a high switch. It could work out actually. It could still be dangerous. Raskin's on the far side. Whips across. Good touch for Shernette. Goes high boot there surely. But the referee isn't fucking interested in that one. But Maeda just got booked for about 3 seconds ago. Funny how it works. Like I said, the consistency is off from the men in black today, has to be said. Guy feels cheating, right? And rightly so. First game he's done is chasing down all season. I have to strongly disagree with that. He's been pretty good in most games that he's featured in. It's just the fact that he's not playing as a striker, so he's not missing as many sitters. It's nice to see that he's kind of being used in the positions that make sense for him. Considering the fact he's playing out of position, he's actually had a really good game. I like that for tonight, but again, just trying to do a bit too much there. It's like Rangers are trying to go for this now. They're having probably their best stint of the match when it comes to holding up the ball. So it actually does well to kind of force that one out of the back end. It's going to be a throw-in for them. Pretty much in line with our box, which means either long throw into the box is incoming. Which, yeah, seems to be the case immediately. Every blue shot pushes their way into the box, so you can tell this is going to get swung the fuck in. Let's see where it goes. Not really too threatening at all. Apparently it's a corner kick, alright, fair enough. I guess Scales or somebody must have just rolled out off the side. Should up his game, everyone wants teams to go for him. Well, I agree with that to some extent, man, but ideally I want to keep him. Maybe he just accepts that Celtic is as good as it's going to get then. It's not as if he's 22 or 23. And besides, he would have watched what happened with Kyogo and he'll probably not want to make that same mistake. At least not yet. There's a good breakaway chance. Speaking of the devil, he shall arrive. Good defending for Rangers though. Clear it away, throw in for us. Like I said, so we didn't have to be as convincing as the second half, and it's certainly how it's translated so far. Just slowing things down where we need to. Here's Ralston. Played short and into space. Here's on. Don't really know where that cross was honestly intending to go, but fair enough, can't argue with it. Celtic retain it in the end anyway. Never mind, there's a foul for something. For what? What the fuck, bro? This is what I'm talking about. Like, there are times where Rangers are balling through us and we are balling through them. Nothing but a slight pull. Instant foul. Like, what the fuck is Walsh's game about, man? Like, just consistency, bro. Even had a few groans for the Rangers, so you could just let the game fucking roll on for there, but nonetheless, Buckland's going to punt it for just outside his box. Send it as high up as he probably can. Trusty wins the first ball. Cornelius wins the second. That's a good taking touch actually. I don't know what the fuck Tav's doing there, but fair enough. McGregor just put some pressure on it. Captain on captain action there. Oh, lovely cut out by Ralston. Had to show some acrobatics there. Gets it forward though. And after some bobbles, yeah. McGregor will gather, that's more than fair enough. Couldn't score even if you were in a brothel. I suppose that's one way to put it. Oh, that's silly. Yeah, that's going to be a foul on McGregor. And another, right, you're really happy to be handing out cards to us now, cunt. It's like any time we touch them now, it's a fucking yellow. I get it, that one is. It's 100% a yellow. I'm not even going to slightly dispute it, but again, they've been getting away with that this entire half. If I'm O'Neill, I consider making fucking changes and now, because you've got 4 or 5 players on that pitch that are now currently treading a very fine line. It's only going to give Rangers confidence. See where this one goes. Another long ball into the box. It's not really going to beat the first man, to be honest. Celtic do their best just to clear the lines and punt it away. Tenecte will chase down, but this is clearly Butland's ball every day of the year. Played back out. Diamonde sends it high and wide. Let's see where that one goes. Skills wins the first knock on. Celtic should retain it. Coming off for Sriracha. Plays it back towards Scales. He should just open up the space and, yeah, get it across. Here's Casper. Now towards Ralston. Lovely fucking pass. Really good pass. It's opened up space. The pass into the box is just not there though. I respect the attempt for Angels, but it was always going to be a bit too much of an ass to try and win it back up the half. What? Alright, I thought they'd slowed the game down there, so they just had to cross it, yeah. Nice, never mind, out towards Tenecte. You know, does the same thing, but he wins another corner kick. That's not too bad. Again, that Giga's had a couple of good battles with him down that side of it. Looks like Forrest is coming on, and I would hope that this is for fucking Tenecte, because the guy's run his heart out today, and I feel like Maeda would just be a bit more of a calming presence for the final 25 odd minutes. And definitely not wrong, Burners, not at all. For now though, another set piece opportunity for us. Same kind of positioning as the last corner. You've got 3 on the outside of the box and a couple kind of pressing the 6-yard box, not too much else happening besides that. Whipped in with pace and power. Goes over everyone, it's saved by Butland. That's a great fucking claw off the line. Really had to get his leg out fucking early for that. Still dangerous. Into the box, dangerous again. Oh, well played away by Butland. 2 good saves back to back. You have to give him credit for the first one in specific, because he must have seen that very fucking late. Celtic play a quick corner, but the referee's slowed it down for whatever reason, I guess. Genuinely can't take anything away from that stop. Do not know how he managed to get down that fast. He just kind of like parries it off the line. You can kind of forgive the other one because it's more towards him, but that first save, yeah, reflex stop. Good fucking shit. Another corner kick to be swung in though. Butler must be annoyed the amount of times we were getting headers off the corners, man. Not too bad, but it's going to go over everyone. Diamonde's, yeah, just prioritised the clearance, to be honest. If it wasn't for Butland, we'd be fucked. It'd be a lot more of a complicated game for sure. Just came up with 1 or 2 pretty big saves. Oh, good steal for Dyson. Got to be careful there. That's another bundle over. I'm not too happy about it. Just takes the fill for the team. That's not a yellow! Walsh, mate, seriously, you absolute fucking poof. Stop. You're actually handing out cards for every challenge we do, but they can't get away with everything. What the fuck is this? Like, even Ireland can't help but smile because they've been doing this shit since the get-go. Consistency, ref. If they're doing the same shit, book them. I want to see them be getting fucking yellows for the same type of crap. Very physical affair, it has to be said, man. You're up at 5 or 6 now, and the only change we've got coming on right now is Forrest. I like O'Neill's tactics so far, but we need to get bodies on the box that are not fucking on yellows. And it is Tenecte coming off. It's a smart change. It allows Maeda to go out towards the left. Aye, he is. He's getting very cold up. Needs to calm it down a bit, man. I think these are pretty standard fouls and it's instant yellows. Well, about 5 players on the pitch that are now on yellow cards, and like I said, if either one of them get booked, then it could be problematic. Diamande just hits it for range, same kind of thing, always going to go past the post, but at least they're trying to force shots, give them credit. It was a good original clearance for Scales, but straight in the path for Diamande. Yeah, the volley never looked too much threatening from that angle, it was even worse from the reverse. That could be a good switch. Yeah, no, either just hangs up in case Sriracha wants to go for it, which he does. Oh, that was a big chance! Sriracha almost, I think he was more or less trying to shoot and Nygren just redirected it off his toe and it nearly went into the top corner, but luckily for Rangers, it sails over the top of the far... Oh, yeah, just the top of the far post, man. That's unlucky. Put a bit less daintiness onto that. It could have gone into the back of the net. Could have scored like 4 or stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's still the Celtic team that existed from a month ago. It's, you know, the finishing ability isn't going to change just because we have a new manager in charge. Oh, that's a poor pass for you. Oh man, take a touch, you silly cunt. This is what I'm saying. You're starting to be too fucking complacent with your touches. Rangers try and force the issue. Schmeichel's just going to get out and, yeah, put some pressure on that one. Calm enough. And Schmeichel points out to him that you can take a fucking touch. I like that for Schmeichel. Trying to calm the midfield line down because he's spot on. They'll just try to shift the ball too fast. You've got the extra fucking space in the midfield now. Just don't try and play too quick. It's them that has to do all the fast passing. Great pass for Skills though into space. That isn't. Laid back. Coming off, trusty to Ralston. A striker is essential. To some extent, I definitely do not disagree though. Well, there's a run on here actually, hold on. Respond to that comment in a second. It's into the box and dangerous. Forrest off the bar. Oh, and it hits the back of Butland and it's still not in. Still dangerous. Forrest skies it again. Can you just keep it on target, brother? 2 massive chances in about 30 seconds, and it's got to be said it's another big sitter. The first one you can forgive because it's not a bad effort for Forrest on the taking touch. It hits the bar and bounces pretty much off of Butland's ass, and Kenny can't quite control it, so he lays it back half to Forrest, and the second one is piss poor, but the first one should have gone in. Really should have done a lot better there, Forrest, man, to keep it at least on target. Another sitter, it has to be said, man. Too many of them. Far too fucking many of them. How many chances do you bellends need? Respectfully now, it's getting a bit fucking old. All well and good scoring 3 and 4 against Falkirk, man, but you're fucking making as much of a problem out of this as you can yourselves. About 4 or 5 massive chances in about as many minutes, man. Still no fucking goal. Yep, Ralston just stands his ground again though. This game could have been wrapped up by the 25th fucking minute if we were a bit more efficient. I said, as much as Rangers have been playing piss poor, in the back of their head they know that realistically they only need 1 goal. Then they can just defend like fuck and try and play for penalties if it needs to be. But it's like Celtic are making some changes and they're pretty respectable ones. It looks like Osman and Rio are going to be the call. You'd imagine it would be Nygren for Rio and drop Rio back in a little bit further into the midfield. Maybe letting Giles roam as the cam actually, who knows. And it's going to be a straight switch for the striker options. Kenny is off, Osman is on. We give Kenny a round of applause because as much as he's missed a good few chances this game, here's the one that's gave us the lead. More importantly, it's the lead that we've held on to since that point. So if things stay as is, his goal will be the overarching difference between the two. I wouldn't say agony, it's just stress. Because you're like, man, if we could just be a bit more effective on the finishing front. It looks like they're making some offensive changes. Shermitty and Diamond there off Miovski and Moore are on. So both teams making some very tactical switches in their own right. Rangers going for the more offensive ones because, like I said, they know at this point they're going to have to kind of go for it. So expect them to pay a bit further forward in the last kind of 10-15 minutes or so. Good switches too, Gallic. Good switches too. Osman looked pretty interesting in the kind of 10-15 minutes we've seen him against Falkirk a few days ago. That's a decent pass forward actually. That's going to be a foul. Right, that should be a yellow for them, right? If you're, yeah, there we go. Look at that, you can call the other team. Raskin's in the book for that one. Just getting very, very aggressive. I mean, yeah, Sirachi does get clipped a build though, but why are they saying it's Moore? Moore isn't the one that got booked. To clarify, it was Raskin. Unless Moore got booked coming onto the pitch, I don't know. Like to call the fourth official a prick or something, who knows. Fair enough. Sean, I've no idea what that means. Played into space. Ralston, simple ball in for all. Not the worst pass in the world, but easily cut out by Giga. Here's Moore. Tries to funnel in from Miovski. Should be a Celtic throw in as well, yeah. Raskin tries to get away with it. Ain't too happy, but looks like it came off. Well, it did come off on last, never mind. So far, so good. As most Celtic fans would take that circumstance at the start of the day. Good fucking touch actually, holy Christ. I like that. Maeda just slows the ball down. That's the first time I've seen him slow anything down in my life. Ralston. Forrest. He's only been on the pitch about 10 minutes and he's already hit the ball and missed a sitter. Should tell you how close the margins have been in terms of chance creation. Here's Sirachi. He's had a really good game actually, to be fair. Sirachi's been class today. Rio, good pass, really good pass. Could have a crack. I thought Ralston was going to shoot there, no way. He should have. Rio into the box. Oh, it's spilled by Butland. It's could have been a potential threat, but he gets out and recovers it the second time. I like that for Rio, just tries to force the issue. It's never really going to go either side of the goalkeeper, but kept it low and kept it between the sticks. It's about as good as you can ask, though. I think anyone that doesn't appreciate the Old Firm Glasgow derby, whatever you call it, they don't understand football or appreciate it. Very few derbies like it. What a pass again for Ralston. Holy shit, man, he's found his passing range and then some over the last few match days. Osmond. Calm enough. Played back to McGregor. Trosty goes for the switch. He'll be chased down a little bit by Gassama there, so Rachi will retain it. Not a bad ball into the box again. It just kind of skipped up ahead of Sutter, but again, Butland's calm enough to get out and claim it. Fair enough. Not too much time left for them to get really much out of this. Rangers are going to have to go pretty much, I'd say in the next 5-10 minutes. Full court press. Because at that point, like, if it's a league match, yeah, sure, you can afford to defend until the last minute and try and push for an equaliser or whatever, but if you're a cup match, it's knockout tie, you can't afford to just sit on it. But it will come at the expense of obviously giving Celtic a lot more creative opportunities. Oh, that's a great ball over the top. Rangers could be in behind here. Great fucking tackle, Liam goddamn Scales. Shows you the man was switched on. Gassama made a brilliant run in behind. He was onside as well. Fucking excellent one for Gassama. Give him credit where it's due, but what a tackle for Scales. Had to fucking get there, big man. That is stunning stuff. Didn't fucking waste a second. Just got there, made it as awkward as possible. Good shit. I love that. showing that we can be switched on. It's a corner kick for Rangers, though it's still dangerous, but holy shit, Liam Scales. The Irishmen are doing it at the front and the back today, although there is a Celtic player that's gone down. Cramp. Might be forced into another potential early change. It is Sriracha. Tierney wouldn't be a bad addition to bring on at this point in time, I will add that much, but Sriracha's had a really good game, so it'd be disappointing to see him leave. Tavernier's been mixed. He's had some alright passages of play, but he's been kept very mute. That was a fucking man. Every time you see that replay back, that is a genuinely great challenge by Scales. That may be one of the best challenges this season. We definitely need that second man just for the sake of sanity. Looks like we are going to be forced into that change. Tierney's getting ready to come on. Sriracha's going to get ready to go off. Honestly, in my opinion, deserves another round of applause. He's been class today. Tierney will just need to keep his composure for the next 15-20 minutes. Get some fitness minutes back. It wouldn't be too bad. As we stay as is, we'll be in a League Cup final, which is not a bad scenario to be in, considering the fact that the last few weeks have been lacklustre as shit. Whipped in. Oof, over everybody, Jesus Christ. Forrest should be the first one to that loose ball. He is. Laid off to Osmond. I respect the fact that he thought he could actually get past his man with that much distance, but it was never going to work out. Bolton's going to clear it on the chase down from my era. Trusty wins the first one. Rio does that, I guess. I think he was trying to pass it back into open space, but just ended up giving Rangers a pretty simple throw-in, which they don't do too much with. They just go back, Cornelius. And towards me. They're trying, at least. Oh Christ, that's a miscommunication between McGregor and Scales up. Both of them got caught up about who should take the chance. It's more or less a really good chance for Rangers. Brilliant block again! What a fucking block, Ralston! Unless it's apparently a penalty! Of course it is! The old age saying, penalty Rangers, why? I want to know why. Did it hit his hand? I am confused as fuck. You're kidding me? What's he meant to do? Hold on, this is Walsh in a nutshell, man. Is his arm out? No, he gets pushed off first, and he goes down. There is no way that's a penalty. He gets pushed into the foul, and he still gets his arm out the way. No fucking way, man. That has to be disallowed. That's not a penalty at all. It's not even fucking close. That's what Ralston's saying. He's like, I still tried to move my arm out the way, but I was pushed down as well. If it's not that, it's the foul that should be disallowed for. Check that shit now. You are not fucking cheesing us like that, man. But I guarantee you they won't go to VAR, will they? More than happy to sit and check our fucking decisions over and over and over again, but they won't use the VAR now, right? That is scummy as fuck. You're kidding me. That is actually insane. I'm almost impressed with the shithousery. The referees have done it again. They've done it again. What's he meant to do, ref? What, just fucking decapitate his arm? What a fucking hun. He is absolutely 100% on their fucking payroll after that. That fucking Nathan guy that was in my chat earlier on. You can fuck up now because it's quite obvious who's being paid here. What is Ralston meant to do? That is so fucking cringe. Nothing else to say, man. Tavernier's going to score this because it's Schmeichel, right? He doesn't save penalties. Yep, straight into the corner, no real questions at all. What a fucking joke. SFA are rigged to fuck, man. What do you mean? He gets pushed into the foul, still moves his arm out the way, but because it clips the bottom part of his elbow, it's apparently a penalty. Of fucking course, that's what saves them again, man. It is so fucking rigged. You have to be written the piss, man. I really hope there's a last minute winner for us, because I swear to fucking God, if these cunts get extra time out of literally diving for most of the match. But what's Ralston meant to do there, seriously? What is he meant to do? Fucking scummy cunts, man. This is why we need actual professional referees, not a bunch of amateurs. Because there was no VAR. He didn't go over to the monitor and look. Because why would he have to, right? He already knows that, oh, fuck, if they go down penalty, I'll just give him it. Absolute fucking scummy prick, man. Fantastic. Well, I guess we might get to go, we have to maybe suffer through extra time because these cunts want to fucking steal a draw. My God, man. I don't even know what to say to that, but it's just, look, this is what I'm saying. Like, at the start of the game, we all jinxed it by going, maybe the SFA won't try and fucking ruin it. And all they have done this game is try and ruin it. Like I said, they're more than happy to VAR fucking offside checks all the fucking time, man. Sit there with their arms in the air. But the second there is an actual reason to look at VAR, they don't. Just point to the spot and get on with it. I want that explained. I really want Walsh to explain that one then. You don't go over to the monitor and look at a clearly fucking wrong decision. Yeah, there's a reason why, Chief. Absolute fucking joke. Nonetheless, though, it just shows you what happens, man. It shouldn't even fucking matter. We should have scored about 5 or 6 if we were half consistent with finishing. Rangers have the ball into the box. Ralston's fucking terrified to step out and do anything because, I mean, realistically, he'll probably get red carded for it, right? So Walsh is doing everything in his fucking power to give these cunts the game. Oh, now you're fired up and not willing to throw yourselves to the ground every time you're touched. You fuck it, I swear to God, I hate that team so much. They're filled with fucking rat bastards, a lot of them. Their fans will be enjoying this. A fucking desperate ass performance that they've literally had to have the governmental body of the SFA bail them out again. I really want to know why they gave that. Corner, whipped in, up and away. Good flick away for Osman, I don't mind that too much. Rangers will just kind of pop it back in half-heartedly to try and get it towards anybody that's a threat. Schmeichel calmly gathers. Why are you saying the team? Bro, the team's not the reason we're losing this game, John. Straight up, it's the fucking guy in black on the pitch. Like, yeah, we've missed fucking chances, but bro literally handed Rangers a fucking saving grace on a platter for nothing. You almost have to respect the shithousery in a way, but like, this is why nobody fucking takes the goddamn league seriously. You got cunts like that are paid actual money to referee. And he gets 90% of his decisions today pretty much wrong. Aye, man. Got to go for this, Celtic. That's lovely for Forest. Oh, that's a ball! Please! Chance for us! Straight at the goalkeeper again! Why can't you finish a fucking shot, you fucking twats? How many chances do you fuckheads need now? Another one-on-one that just, we'll put it straight at the goalkeeper, right? Bro, fuck you, actual man. What does Yamada need to do to get fucking minutes? Clearly, it's just a typical. I'm actually annoyed. How many sitters have we missed this game, man? At least fucking 6 now. Martin O'Neill can't do shit to save that. Ball into the box, dangerous, whipped in. It's kind of popped up and away still. Should be retained by a Celtic body. Ralston, that's a loose ass cross. It'll just depend on where that bounces. Oh, could have been dangerous. It's cleared away over the top for a corner kick. Another one to come in here. Yeah, straight over everyone. Christ. We man should have hit that first time across the goalkeeper. He should have just hit it anywhere except where the goalkeeper was. Just shows you how fucking, this is what I'm saying, a 1-goal lead is never safe, even if you're playing absolutely fucking brilliant football. You got to take your chances. But Rangers haven't even really fucking made their own chances. That's the frustrating part. They've been so bad the whole match, and then they just get handed a penalty for fuck all. And they've already dodged. Oh, fucking Casper, man. I swear to God, lad. Don't even start doing that shit now, man. We're not in the mood. Sent forward. Osmond. Does well to get past his man. Is he going to get a cross away? No, he's just going to lose out. That should be a foul. But no, again, the referee is... No, he is genuinely 100% fucking... At halftime, he was pulled into the offices and told, you need to favour a specific side and it ain't the one that's winning. How's that not a foul then? Did he not just straight up push a man off the ball? Yeah, like no intent of winning the ball at all. But no foul, right? Don't have to give that. You know, it's Celtic. Dodged a red card in Cornelius. Yeah, it's typical, man. Typical. Well, that's exactly what we're fucking... It's just not wrong at all. They're just like, I know we've lost Asgard, but we got the referees, so it's fine, right? It's technically now fucking 11-11. I'm not blaming the referees for the fact that we're one each. It's just that call is so bafflingly bad. Like, if Ralston even had his arm out a little, I'd understand it, but no. He tucked himself in after getting fouled. It's classic fucking shit, man. Whenever it's Clancy or Walsh, it's the same two things. They'll make the game about themselves rather than just doing the fucking job, right? Corner kick to come in. 88 minutes have been and gone. We need something. Ball into the box, takes a big deflection. It is Scythe throw in. Played in towards Rio. I genuinely want to pull up fucking like X or whatever and see what people are saying to the fucking that decision, because I am baffled. Penalty fucking Rangers, man. I swear to God, I hate seeing that shit so much. Rio tries to win it back on the edge of the area, doesn't necessarily work out though. Yep. Even Rangers fans on Twitter are saying we got lucky as fuck there. I should tell you all you need to know. We still have a bit of time. Scales, edge of the area, plays it short. Whipped across, deflected, still doesn't find a Celtic shot. I swear to God, man. How the fuck is this actually going to get dragged out to extra time? This is insanely bad. I don't mind if we lost on the merit of us playing worse than them, but it's the fact that they've just been handed a route back into extra time. But again, we have extra time to go and get the fucking winner. Let's see if we even need it. 4 additional minutes. Can you fucking get out of my goddamn throat, please? Wonder if it's... Oh, it absolutely is, Kev. There's no way it's not. You kidding me? If the Turkish league, a much bigger league on paper, can get away with doing it with all other fucking referees, basically, you can imagine what's going on with that wee circle of pricks. I just want to see see how they do the monthly review. I want to know why. I just want to see what they say, because it's going to be some fabricated bullshit. Anything but the right decision with these fucking idiots, that's the issue. Let's go out wide for a corner kick. Is there no extra? I thought there is always extra time in League Cup matches. That'd be even more fucking annoying then. Someone said this in the last match and then there was extra time anyway, so a wait and see kind of thing. But the fact that, well, that's even worse if that's the case then, because it just means the referees basically went, yeah, we'll give you a fucking easy penalty for no reason at all other than the fact that we're scummy assholes. And to top it all off, we'll just make sure it gets dragged through. But I'm pretty sure it's extra time rules, right? I'm going to check that now just to be 100% sure. Yeah, it should be. Because it's a League Cup match, right? It's different if it's FA Cup. Not too sure. It's getting us having your heart racing, because you're lucky to be in it, guys, let's be honest. Spilled. Oh, it's another fucking sitter! Get this fucking squad fixed, man! It's like the 15th and a half, or use that fucking shit! Seriously, Rio, man! How are you paid professionals? I actually, like, O'Neill must be fucking livid. In the back of his head, he must be like, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Like, what do I need to fucking stab them with like 15 fucking million different drugs to get them to perform half expectantly? What the fuck is wrong with you cunts when it comes to finishing, man? Like, the level of ability of these teams are just, it's, oh my god, scales, no, man, like, are you trying your best? Ralston's taken down, that should be a foul. Nah, who fucking cares, man? If it goes to penalties, I mean, we've lost. Because that's pretty much what 90% of Rangers' tactics are nowadays. What an absolute fucking joke. Even if they win, they know they don't deserve to be in the final, and I hope Cimarron fucking smash them if it happens. Such a scummy way to fucking stay in this game. Not through their own merit, but because their entire organisation, apart from them doing everything they can to fuck us over. It's actually incredible in a lot of ways. Whipped into the box. Taken down, have a shot maybe. Deflects and it's out for a corner kick. How nice. We've got one more chance maybe. It's not full of it's full of one twist and it's the referee being a fucking idiot. Not going over to look at the monitor when VAR was telling him to go and look at the monitor, but hey, no, of course he doesn't have to. This is why nobody takes these fucking games as seriously anymore. Like back in the 90s and early 2000s, aye sure man, this fixture was actually fun to watch, but now it's literally just Celtic will dominate for however long, Rangers will fucking find a way to steal something out of it. Class. Oh, cannot be fucking arsed with this, man. Seriously. But it is full time. We're just going to have to wait and see. Right, people are telling me it's penalties or extra. Can someone just give me a consistent fucking answer? I'm pretty sure it is extra time, right? If any one of the fucking teams want to, like, clarify, that'd be nice. Not even the fucking Twitter accounts are slow as shit. Yeah, it's extra time. There's no penalties. That's what I was silly that. People have been confusing the fuck out of me for the past 10 minutes. It's not straight to pens, mate. Say it one more time and you're getting fucking banned. In case you want a little bit of extra proof, read that, right? How it says extra time, not penalties, extra time. So shut up, Real Madrid. Your club's shit. We're shitter, but still. Right, so extra time it is, and that makes me feel a little less fucking annoyed, but still. How have we not managed to, like, fucking hell, man. Well, I guess we're going to have to... Oh, bro, your life is sad as shit. Hold on a second. Everyone, please insult him before we block him. You know the drill. Absolute kimps that do that shit, man. Get a grip of yourself, you sad wee cunt. Goodbye and good riddance, you pathetic fool. Boom. Messages will be hidden from this point forward. Enjoy yourself, you sad cunt. Imagine supporting Real Madrid. That's despicable. Imagine having no soul and having to support teams like that. Oh, Celtic may be shit, but tell you what, man, at least I support a team that actually fucking means something. Looks like we're going to get almost ready to go. You can't do another 30 minutes. Well, regardless, you're going to have to. And I'm going to have to suffer through it as well. So that's fun. I thought this would be over and done with before fucking 4 PM, but extra time it is. Although technically my prediction's theoretically doable if Celtic decide to grab a winner. But the first one I've got right in a while. It looks like Antman's going to be one of the changes for Rangers. How many fucking changes are they allowed to have? It's like one extra in additional time, isn't it? Or extra time, I should say. Why are you even discussing tactics? You just know what your tactic is. Sit and defend and hope for the best, because your own attacking ability's not done fuck all for you. For Celtic, it's can one of you bellends actually just put it between the fucking sticks and not straight at the goalkeeper, and we probably win the game. Raskin's off, that's the change that's been made. Well, we've got to suffer through more of this for no fucking reason, but we're going to do it anyway. Can't believe we're into extra time with so many chances. I think we missed about at least, like, off the top of my head, 4 really good like one-on-ones. Then you could make a case for 1 or 2, like Forrest's like bar hit or whatever else. It's dumb. And then for the final 10 minutes, you had people going, penalties, it's going straight to penalties. Bro, I checked beforehand, I always thought it was extra time, it is, so... I think there's a lot of people that still function on English rules, right, because the FA Cup's changed that rule, isn't it? Like, they don't do home and away now, it's just straight to penalties. So I guess that makes sense, but... Still. Played out. Rio, let's see what happens here. We've got to fucking go for them. Like, no matter what, we have to go for them. Do not let this go to penalties, man. As long as we give them a semi-decent performance, it'll be decent enough. We should be partying, yeah. Well, I mean, if the referee's a bit more consistent over extra time, like Rangers fans will be pissed off at the fact that they got red carded. Celtic fans will be pissed off that we got a penalty given against us for fuck all, basically. Like I said, both sets of fans will both agree that the referee is a fucking joke. Most referees in the SFA are. That's all we can really say to it, man. I know we talk about jokes about people paying off the refs, and again, Rangers are just going to take the luck that they can get. But it is seriously underwhelming how often this happens. Like in the English Premier League, yeah, you get the occasional story once every while, you know what I mean? But in Scotland, it's basically every fucking week. There's some random dodgy decision that makes no sense. And we've been subjected to a few in a row now without any go our way at all. Makes you wonder. Be nice if we could get a bit of luck, go our way ourselves, but for now, we've got to play through the pain. On the Celts, we love to see that. At least people are still optimistic. We're all pissed off, but we're all optimistic. That's better than just being pissed off. Sent. Forward. Cool. I guess Trusty will just waltz on there or let Schmeichel get to it, I guess, yeah. Scales. To turn it. He'll just waltz up the pitch. It's almost as if taking off Sriracha and Kerry has totally killed our attacking momentum. Because that's where most of our attacks fucking came from. Ralston, cut back and safe in towards Trusty. He should just roll that for skills and does. Rio. Opts to be slow as fuck for somebody to just get out of any space. There we go. Tierney wants it back for McGregor. Whipped in. Dangerous enough. Well cleared away from the defensive end of things. Ski Rangers credit that. Still dangerous. Ralston doesn't necessarily decide to cross. Lays it off for Trusty instead. Here's McGregor. Might just shoot for range. Does shoot for range! Oh! Yes! Callum! What a fucking goal! Oh! That's goal of the season! That's goal of the season, baby boy! That's how it's done! That's how you score a goal! Oh! Oh my god, that is ridiculous! That's fucking ridiculous. That is genuinely his best goal ever. One touch hits that with absolute pureness. Oh, you sexy man. You absolutely fucking beautiful boy. That's how you hit it, with power, baby. Get the fucking shot between the sticks. It's all you needed to do. Butland doesn't get fucking near it. Well, he does. He gets like a slight touch, but it's not enough to parry up and over the bar. Thank fuck. Thank fuck for that, man. Watch as it cuts back to the referee and he's trying to disallow it on VAR for some shit. Good. My stomach hurts, man. I think I might have bust open my pot in a fucking stitch. Hold on, I need to check. Oh my god. Yeah. Come on. We kick on now. We absolutely deserve it, it's the minimum. I'm sorry if I just broke any of your fucking eardrums. Apologies. But the frustration just came out in fucking mass. And it's a Callum McGregor wonder goal. I've been waiting a while to fucking scream and celebrate a fucking long range. Why didn't we do that before? We could have done that before the end of the fucking half and we would have been smashing. Oh, I love our captain. I like McGregor, he's so good. No diving or bullshit required. I love my namesake, he's great. Rangers send it forward though. Chase down is potentially on if Schmeichel panics, but he doesn't. Good stuff. Woo! That's such a huge goal, man. And it's massive for McGregor's confidence as well, because last season he was scoring goals for Rangers like it was nothing. For one of his first this season to be a fucking, like, an absolute power, like just the sheer fucking strength in that shot. That's what beat Butland. It wasn't necessarily the placement. It was a nice shot, do not get me wrong, but the placement was pretty much right down the middle, but it was hit with that much power and it dipped that lowly. Oh, keeper couldn't do shit about it. It's just cut back and we're on a counter attack though, so hold up. Because there could be a chance for us to get a third. Good. Keep it controlled, boys. No stupid shit for here and we should be fine. Just waiting for them to get into the box and then just fall over. If that happens again, I will actually probably, like, KYS-LOS. If you know, you know. I'm awfully fond of Callum's in this chat. Exactly! You know what I mean? It's a good name. Strong name. It means defender of the locks, apparently. Oh my god. Chance header! Oh, good save! Osman manages to kind of get a good redirected header, and it's honestly a strong stop for Butland. He's the only reason this game is still fucking going right now, let's be honest. The only issue is that Osman had to kind of header it into the ground rather than just put natural power behind it, so the bounce up gave Butland just about the right height to push and tip around the post. He must be fucking raging, and he said, he's like, I've done everything in my power, man, how are we losing this? Caden's chuffed, things you'll love to see. Come on, boys. A good cross in here, one more before the end of this first period extra time, and I will feel a lot more at ease. Whipped in, dangerous, doesn't, oh, was going to say doesn't really find anyone in particular, but I think it deflected off of Osman, or he tried to flick it on, and Rio just wasn't quick enough to really. Yeah, I was always going to go behind him anyway. He was trying to aim for Rio and use him. It's Sean McGregor's strike again. The absolute sweetness of that strike. It's just a perfect knuckleball type move. That angle makes it look so clean. Because like, Butland thinks it's going top corner and then he realises, oh shit, it's swerving back the way. That's how he hit it. It's so pure, man. No foul for Trusty getting decked. That's typical. I say Trusty fucking Ralston. Trusty's there now to try and step out, so the rest of them either even pressing back to make it awkward. And he just try to play around the edges here. I say, as much as the Rangers have been woeful this game, that Giga guy at the back's been very good for them. Like, genuinely. You think your voice is going. I'm doing my best to keep mine's on retainer right now. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's one of those. It's like Rangers have not been the reason that they're still in this game. That's the one thing I will say. They've had moments, but just bad calls for the referee is basically going to be the talking points of this one. From Rangers' perspective, they'll be like, well, should Asgard have been red carded? Should Trusty have been red carded? We could make about fucking 15 arguments, man. We could be like, right, well, Cornelius could have been red carded. The fact of the fucking matter is like, you know, that penalty is ridiculous. Rangers have got him behind again here. Good save, Casper. Good save, you beautiful bastard. That's better for you, mate. That's closing down your space, Trusty. You need to be better, man. Just got made way too fucking easy. That looked way too easy for Trusty. How'd you get fucking threaded that simply, man? It was just a simple ball through for Miovski, and Trusty just, yeah, like, he knows he can't drag Gassama down, so he tries to like almost just use his body strength, but Gassama was always just ahead of him, managed to slip away, but Casper thankfully managed just to wake up. That's what I'm saying, as much as we're scoring goals, we can't fucking switch off at the back either. Stop getting them chances, it's no fun. Long ball, definitely going to get thrown in here. 100% a long ball, yep. Headed on, flipped away, not necessarily cleared though. Celtic should just try and body it where they can. Good for Rio. Oh, lovely for Rio. Right idea, wee man. And gets it up the pitch. That's better, fella. Guys, respectfully, you don't need another goal. I didn't care. Nice to see him, man. Absolute class goal though, isn't it? I feel like McGregor just deserved that. Good shit for Casper in a lot of aspects today. No one said a bad performance for Celtic, it's just so many weird off the ball circumstances, lads. Clear. Oh, Scales, that is a. What are you do, Casper? Casper! Fucking hell, man! I swear to God, like, are you trying to give me a fucking stroke, son? What's the fucking... I'm going to fucking waddle out to it like it's my fucking long lost child. Get out and fucking close it down next time, lad. Like, he doesn't want to commit to me off excuses. I'll just fucking... And eventually he goes... Like, just get out faster. You prevent that entire situation. That is... The top chatter. Yeah. Gaz is actually one of the alright ones. Rothwell is on for their best performing centre back. They're taking Giga off. I'm not... Okay. So I guess they're going with a flat back four then, right? Probably get the extra man in the midfield because they know that they realistically have to go for this. Let's go for the jugular. I know, ideally. It's definitely been end to end in a lot of ways, that's for damn sure. Oh, fucking course you start your crap now. What's this shit? That's interesting. Something's there on there, hold on. Again, yeah, we're just looking a bit fucking iffy when it comes to getting balls clear. Gaz is definitely one of the nicer ones. Oh, dangerous again, fuck's sake, lads, come on, man, get the ball away. Oh, that's still shite, lads, it's not ideal. Fuck me. I just realised it's done that thing again. Make that refresh so that the timer actually updates. And now you're being a slow piece of shit. Fantastic, there we go. Sorry about that. We definitely need the third. You're spot on about that. Oh, into the box, come on, please. Osmond, Osmond, Osmond! Spilled! Dicing! Fuck! Do you just having that fucking inability to actually, with your one goal ahead, you just forget how to finish? That's another miss for you, Osmond, mate. Respectfully, fuck you. Maeda, not as much, but still, man, the fact you couldn't fucking get the shot away from there is ridiculous. Maybe for the next match we need fucking Yamada on the bench, man, instead of Osmond, because the lad's got pace and that's it. Ralston, what are you doing, mate? Stand them up. Nice. Cross into the box for Rangers is half dangerous, but it's headed up my way. I'm definitely riding our luck a little bit though. I guess that one's done as well, and Giles gets him behind. Oh, yeah. Nice little hold up play though. Keep it flat though, eh? Keep it flat, keep it flat, keep it flat. No stupid shit. I didn't even see Silver got booked, to be honest. He's in the book anyway. Yellow card for him. Scales switched out far side. That's a good taken touch. Oh my god. Yeah, just more hiccups late, bro. That's a third fucking time today, man. You ain't even fucking eating yet. I wonder if CM Punk and Drew McIntyre are watching this together. I'd like to imagine there would be a scenario like that that's unfolding. Or like somewhere in heaven, all the Rangers and Celtic legends are sitting beside each other, just like, what the fuck is wrong with these teams, man? They're shite. Where's your subscribe button, mate? It's literally right under the stream. If you exit out of full screen or if you're on your phone, there's like a big ass red button that's beside my name. That, or you could literally just click on the little profile icon that's underneath the stream, and it will take you on to the actual page. There's a whole bunch of VODs and stuff there. That's very kind of you, man. Thank you. Oops, never make it an easy ride. No, man, it's about as easy as a ride as like driving over the fucking Sahara Desert in like an old style Volkswagen Beetle. Like, you'll look good while doing it, don't get me wrong, but fuck me, is the road rocky. It's the first instant of extra time has been and done. So we survive a bit of a scare towards the end of the fucking second half, obviously that penalty, but we responded in time. 3 minutes into extra time, McGregor scores quite easily the goal of the day. There is no debate about that, man. It was an absolute fucking firecracker. And O'Neill looks a bit more less stressed out, but clearly still very much in the boat of how the fuck is this even still going, man. I should be home sipping a cup of tea right now, bro. I think as a whole, I don't think many people will bitch about it too much. I'm certainly not bitching about it anyway. I'm quite happy with the fact that we managed to respond in kind, but again, it's easier said than done for a lot of reasons in terms of getting across the line. We still have a bit of time to go. Of the ancient beings. I read that in the David Attenborough voice, I'm sorry. If the ancient beings on the board can walk away from this game thinking this is good enough, they're just wanting to sell their ownership shares. Sell it to me, I'll give them a $5 for it. Sure they'll experience, I mean, yeah. Veto your fingernails, oh. Just have to start on your toes, right man? Get the acrobatics up. You're in the disco live and hearing me. Ah, fair enough. Didn't even know you were in the Discord doing that. I'll probably need to speak to Dylan about that later on. Don't blame me about I have nothing else to play, so I eat my skin already. Fair enough. Cannot argue with that too much. Second half's about to get underway. Gonna need to do this thing where I refresh again because for some reason it likes to be dumb as hell. Yeah, and I'll reset once we go underway for the second half. Both all lined up and ready to go. Another goal needed to sell the nerves, I think, 100%. I just realised, wait, Virtual, is that you? Happiness is the corner. I didn't even realise your name had changed. The overshot of the old stadium. Second half is about to get underway and rocking. Don't know why it says 120th on that, but probably because of the 5-minute break, right? Bro, can you fucking stop? There we go. Hello. How's this turning to? Honestly, I'm confused by that as well. Believe it or not, I actually have like a little one of those mad fucking old style stress balls. See if I'm genuinely like, what the fuck, I'll just like hang one of these. And that'll do. Strongly recommend them. Ball into the box for Rangers, let's see where this one goes. Headed down, calmly, should be calmly cleared away by now. He does kind of just pop it into the midfield though. Poor giveaway. Rio's done well to steal that. He's going to have to try and shift it forward, does. Chase down's on, Osman's there. Like I said, the kid's got pace, but he needs to do something when he gets into the box. Oof. Aye, I was going to say that as the Trippy's man up there. Foul's been given. Tavi ain't too happy. Oh, and of course, when we're through and go, you have to pull it back for the foul. And Osman saying, yeah, no way, man. Like, should have just allowed that to go, because we would have been one-on-one with the fucking net, basically, but hey. Anything to keep them in it, right, Walsh? Fair enough. Well, 20 goals to sell, I imagine. That's plenty. Just do that thing that Winston does to Isa, where he just try to find the mute button so I can turn you off. I'll try to fast forward so you can get to the point. Oh, nice. Is he onside? I'm not honestly too sure, but it's been whipped across. Big mistake at the back for Rangers there, but they do clear the lines, and apparently it's been brought back for offside anyway, so yes, that was a waste of an attack. Fuck's sake. Imagine that, a cannibal fucking guy walks in, he's like, right, it's time to eat. You're like, I didn't give you my consent, bro. He's like, oh, sorry man, just unties you. Good head. Oh, could be, oh, let me guess, full for the Rangers. No, they played it on for once, look at that. Incredible. A bit more respect for Rangers in that sense. They could have been assholes and dived there, but let's restore the respect just a little bit for them. I think even they realise they're lucky just to be in with a chance of stealing something for this match. Oh, good shit for Osman to win that back. Forrest is on the run. Rio's fucked the pass, but he does well to retain the ball. He's going to have to try and pass it again though. Fails it the second time as well, but it deflects for Forrest and then it deflects again for McGregor. What the fuck is this ball doing half the time? We don't know, but it's played out far wide. Shot. Across! It's in! It's done! It's over! It's settled! Osman's got it in the back of the net! It's done! It is done! It's dusted! We've won! Thank you for coming, Rangers! Fuck off back to your pens! That's good! Finally, the wee man doesn't fuck... It's literally because he can't fucking miss for there. But his pace was good to get him into the space. It's over and fucking finished now, boys. Yes! Thank you fucking Christ. Yes. Look at the fucking joy in the man's face. It's a brilliant pass into space. Good run down that side for Tierney. Whip ball in is fucking excellente. Osman pips right between the two of them. Sticks his leg out. Like I said, just uses his pace at the right time to buy the space. He's onside. The goal will stand. Beautiful. It's over. Thank you, Kieran Tierney. That's a sexy pass, big man. Actual perfect pass as well, because Osman times his run just as good. That's really decent. That's good, simple, clean counter-attacking football right there. We're on our way to the final today. Get it right fucking up, yeah! That's what we fucking do, boys. 3-1. Good to fucking see it. Could have done that within the final 10, 15... Are they actually trying to check this? Bro, every angle showed he's onside. Have you even fucking attempted this, Walsh, you fat cunt? Speaking of fat cunts, there's a few of them try to leave early. Bye. Maeda's going to be coming off. Deserves a round of applause. Balikwisha's going to come on to see the final 10 minutes out. Maeda can finally cool the engines off. I'm so glad he got his goal. You could see the hunger he had. Exactly, like he missed a good amount of sitters as well. Just to get a goal, it's like, right, thank fuck man, at least we know he can finish. The run to get on it, like I said, the kid's pace is genuinely fascinating to watch. There's a yellow card that's came out for Osman, I believe. Does he give a shit? He's too busy jeering up the crowd. I love that. I love that a lot. That's all we wanted to see for our strikers, just a bit of consistency on the finishing front. And we've done exactly that, man. Fucking as calm as we can like. Butler's going to send this one up unless Rangers can score 2 now. In other words, dive twice to get penalties, because that's like the whole thing now. Maybe they can get back in it, but they need a goal in the next 2 minutes, realistically, and I don't see that happening. Who knows, maybe Celtic can spring ahead and go for a 4th. That was a great pass for Balikwisha and it could open up lanes, and this is where Osman's pace can come in use. Does really well to stay on it. Does really well to stay on it. Go on, son! Ball! Not the worst, but he could have just picked the easier pass and went straight back to Balikwisha. That's a little disheartening. Moore's going to retain it for Rangers and try and get it up the field, but Tierney says no thank you and just pops it back up for another throw-in. Could have had another one there. Like I said, Celtic could have honestly, like, if we'd taken our chances at the end of the fucking second half, could have wrapped this shit up 4-1 before then. It goddamn 90 minutes were up, but extra time is extra time. At least we've came out with a better game plan. Rangers were always going to be a bit more tired leg-wise. The only thing you can give them credit for is somehow getting to extra time when they had 10 men for about 2/3 of the match, but that's, fuck me, that's going to be a foul there. Didn't even need to say much though. Osman deserves his credit though, absolutely, you're spot on, Harry. Like I said, I will give strikers shit if they don't score, but when they do, I'll tip my hat and give them their credit. And both the striker options we've got are interesting in their own ways, because you've got fucking, oh my god, Martin O'Neill looks absolutely... Never seen a 72-year-old man that animated in my life. You can tell he cares. Rogers Hill would have been beaten, most likely. And there's times at this game where you feel like Celtic are definitely bitten off more than they could chew though, that's probably fair to add. Like I said, that referee decision will always baffle me. I do not understand how they managed to get that penalty, man. Like, at all. I will never understand that. The guy, like, Ralston did everything in his power not to fucking stick his arm out and he still got shit for it, like, mad. And that's after being pushed into the foul, so what the fouls just don't apply now as well, like. So many iffy things. For Rangers, they'll be bitching about the fact that obviously Asgard got sent off and Trusty could have been sent off. We could have argued that Cornelius could have been sent off. That penalty shouldn't have been given. The disallowed goal was a little bit disheartening, and the amount of fouls that we've given away on a breakaway is insane. But I think Trusty's stayed down. Oh, you can actually see the cramp knot in the back of his leg through there. Fuck's sake. Anyone that understands human anatomy, there's a ball about that size hanging off the back of his calf. He is cramped up big style. Holy shit. The Rangers fans don't look happy, but I respect the ones that have stayed. You know what I mean? It takes a lot to kind of sit there and watch one of the worst semi-final performances your club's probably ever put in. Even the refs can't help them. To this extent, sure, but the refs did everything to fuck on, basically mess up both sides, right? The Asgard call was right, the same way that I think the Trusty call was right. I don't think the penalty call was right at all. Like, even if they show the reverse angle, like if it comes off his arm and it bounces up and hits his hand, then yeah, right, cool, but it didn't. He literally, like, it just rolled out from under him, so that's where I was confused. The fact they didn't go and look at them on all, that's the part that pissed me off. I'd be on his negative. I had to go on Thursday and it's a perfect week for Martin O'Neill. Yeah, if they can get a win against Michelin, that is huge. It is fucking massive for a lot of reasons. Oh, I've not seen you in time, Pilot, fuck's sake, lad. How you doing, son? Nice to see you, man. What a game. Aye, I mean, definitely some interesting points for sure. Rosa Martin. Well, look, this is the thing. If you're a Rangers fan and you're in chat, do you think this is going to affect Rolls' like mentality? Because he's obviously been able to dig out some pretty interesting games in his tenure so far, but this one's obviously going to suck for the soul, because he'll be happy in some aspects, because if it was a league game, then yeah, like, you go 1-0 down, there's a red card, and before 30 minutes or even up, Rangers have a chance. They're a great block for Tierney. And you still manage to drag it out to like 90 minutes, getting the extra time. From that perspective, Rangers will be happy in that, okay. Like, you know, they won't be too pissed off, but there's a lot more negatives. Again, the only reason they got to extra time was because some really dodgy decisions for the referees, and that's about it. I just want to know why he refused to go over to the mono. That's the part that annoys me. Like, why? But extra time hits, McGregor scores an absolute fucking wonder goal, and then Tierney and Osman combine for a very nice counter-attacking goal. Not too long afterwards to put this game pretty much to bed, and unless there's 2 goals in, what, 4 minutes basically, give or take, with the extra minute you'd imagine they get at the end, then I think it's game set in the match for Rangers, and they'll be out of the cup race. And it'll be Celtic taking on St Mirren. And the boys against the Buddies. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Still could be dangerous. Forrest continues the chase down. I respect that a lot. Celtic just going for another one to stamp the authority down. But even if Rangers decide to spring up with a late goal now, it's not going to be too devastating for the overarching premise of the game. I don't think too many people will be annoyed with the result. I think most Rangers fans will even tell you 3-1 would be quite fair. Oh, I mean, Forrest was never really going to be able to jump that high. You need to be about 5 feet taller at least. I'm not happy we've made so much mistakes and haven't took our open chances. Celtic should have been beating us at least 6-1. Valid, honestly. 2 good wins. You know, it really didn't need this game under Martin. Yeah, on the BL you probably would have won it. Nah, definitely. I don't disagree with that. I think with the mentality and the tactics that Rodgers used, the side-to-side counter-attacking that Martin O'Neill's been pretty good at actually getting to click for us over the last few match days. Well, I'm a lot happier with this type of performance, because it's not as if Celtic played bad and deserved to lose. We've been better the entire fucking match. But it's just annoying because it's going to be yet another fucking Glasgow Derby Old Firm match that's going to be marred by that whole, oh crazy, the referees fucked it for both sides basically. And I hope if there's any Rangers fans that have been clipping my reactions or whatever throughout the game, they understand that I'm not mad at the fact they got the penalty, it's how. that's a deflected one. Alright, we'll just let it run and then clear it away. What the fuck was that, man? Cornelius and Butland having a bit of a communication moment. You for another treble, things you'll love to see, man. Nice to see you, big ups. Martin O'Neill's passion is bliss. Bringing back brilliant memories to your first of his. Aye, well, there you go, man. Maybe there's one more for the road here. We do have a throw in pretty much in line with the box. Played shot for Rio. He's actually had a good stint since he's came on. Hasn't been too impressive in a lot of aspects, chance creation wise. Have you taken the thanks button? I didn't even know there was a button that was for thanks. There's a like button and a subscribe button. Those are the two I care about. Anything else is more, yeah. $35 likes. Yeah, well, we got the 30 then. That's pretty good. But sure you still have the opportunity. I'm honestly not too. Oh shit. I guess you found it. You did find it. There we go. Fantastic, my guy. That's really nice of you. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. A 10 off all the 10 sitters that we fucking missed today. I appreciate that, Crowtails. That's very kind of you, my guy. Oh, that's classy as well, Harry. We've got like fucking 50 seconds left, and then you'll probably hear the loudest yass that I'll have done this season, because this is probably the biggest win we've had this season, let's be fully honest with you. Give Rangers their credit for somehow being able to cheese extra time out of this, but that was about the only notable thing they've done this game. Roll will be kind of bittersweet about it. Like I said, it's kind of impressive that they were able to drag out a... I mean, again, if this was a league match, for instance, they would have been able to get a point out of a game where they were the absolute underdogs. I just like how that little bit down there, other way, that wee bit down there updates every now and then. It's got like a different mix of the things. We do appreciate that. I need to check to see how we did for subscribers. I was kind of hoping that we'd push a little bit closer to 1760, but we gained 2 subscribers. Let's go. Thank you to the 2 that joined us. That's very kind of you. Got 2 additional minutes of extra time. That's all that's left. I like how Bally we should run off the shoulder just in case, man. He's hungry for a goal right at the end of the game. Fuck yeah, tearing it. Really good since he's came on as well. Popped up with that assist to Osmond, as Fawn mentioned. Trusty, who's probably been, I wouldn't say the best defender out of the lot of us. I would say that's kind of a mixed bag, actually. I'd say Sriracha, honestly, was probably the better defender out of everyone today. But Scales's tackle, that tackle will live long in my memory. That tackle was fucking stunning. So it's not been one-way traffic. Forrest, oh, big deflection. Ballywish's try to claim it came off the hand. He is adamant that it came off the hand. He's trying to chase down the referee, but the referee's not too interested. Let's have a look and see, because it's probably more of a handball than fucking Ralston's was. Observe. Did it hit his hand? It did, but again, it's very similar to Ralston's, where what the fuck's he meant to do body position-wise. But classic, they get away with it. Oh, that's actually a good point, yeah, Flash is true. If you want to join the Discord, there's a whole bunch of shit that we do, mostly after the games as well, where you can kind of come in and voice your opinions. So if you're just a casual viewer and you want to kind of talk to a few of the moderators or myself on occasion, you're more than welcome to join the Discord and do so. But we've got fucking 5 seconds left. 5 seconds. Blow the whistle. It's over! We're through! We're in the final! Get it around them! Let's fucking go! It took extra time, but we got the 2 goals that we fucking needed in that moment. That is good enough for me. Kenny opened the scoring 25 minutes in. Then there was that red card for Asgard, and then, well, I mean, Trusty kind of got away with it a little bit, let's be honest with you, but again, don't think it would be a red card offence even if they took a more serious approach of it. Went all the way basically to the 80th minute, and then somehow they managed to get a penalty because Ralston decided to do his job for some reason, and that's fantastic. So Tavernier managed to score a penalty 81st minute and get themselves back into it. That one will still need to be discussed afterwards. I want to know what the fuck Walsh was thinking, but 3 minutes into extra time, McGregor scores the goal of the game in an absolute fucking thundercock of a strike. Both skippers on the score sheet, I just kind of realised that actually. But Osmond killed the game dead with that lovely assist from Tierney. That ball into the box, simple kind of flick across. So it's nice to see Osmond pop up and get his goal. Both strikers that weren't really getting minutes under Rodgers. Put him up and actually doing some good damage there. You know the drill. For anyone that's new here, we yell very loudly, so please prepare for that. Because it's going to happen now. Right. Ugh. I'm going to end up fucking my stomach doing this, but it's going to be so worth it. Gentlemen! For the victory! For the win! And for sending the Huns back to their bins. Fucking yes! Yes! Yes. We take it. Fucking solid as a rock. Cannot fucking argue with that, man. Some very strange moments today, but we take it. That's no bother all, Scott. It's been a pleasure to have you in chat, my guy. You enjoy yourself. Bring on the bodies, that's exactly it. We take down the sinners, now we've got the saints. Quite pleased, quite chuffed. Oh, the good words. Oh, we actually gained a few more when I said that. Cool. 4 away for 1760. The Martin O'Neill chance, we love to see it, man. Oh, that's very kind of you as well, big ups. Yeah, Martin O'Neill will be pretty chuffed with that, to be honest with you. I don't think there's any reasons to be too disappointed as a whole, but holy shit, there were some bad calls in that game, man. But hey, we threw, we did it. We actually achieved a win in a game that could have been very problematic otherwise. But it means that we're up against the Berries. It means that we got the Saints. We were much better. 19 shots apparently, and we had 9 on target. So absolutely love to see it in that sense. That's a sound I'm not hearing no well. Oh, that's very kind of you, Austin. Welcome, my guy. Thank you for becoming a member, full-time crew. We love to see it. You got a bunch of different access. You got a bunch of badges, as you can see. Flashes, kind of showing a few off there. You got basically some Celtic badges, things like that you can use in chat. So that's very kind of you, my guy. Welcome. Hope you enjoy yourself. You'll see in the next one things you'll love to see, my guy. I actually do need to pull up when the next Celtic game is, because here's the issue about it. On the 4th, I am in Glasgow for potential wisdom tooth surgery. So, yeah, there is like a small, tiny chance that I might not be able to do the game on the 6th, but it's there. If you want to take a little gander at it. It's obviously weird because I'm using the other screen, so, but we're up against the top dogs in the Europa League. They've got 9 points, so keep that in mind, but there is a chance I might not be live for that. Martin O'Neill, we trust, exactly fucking right, Kevon. That's a fancy way to pronounce that, Kevon. Or is it Kevone, like Cavone? Love to see it, Chris. Love to see it. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Likewise with you, Alfie, mate. It's been a pleasure to have you in chat as well, my guy. You enjoy the rest of your night and rest of your weekend. Hopefully. Next week throws up some good results for us, man. That'd be the best case scenario, you know what I mean? I'd love to see a scenario where we actually get 3 very important results back to back to back. So, because if we beat Michelin, then I'm actually sure it does pretty alright for us in terms of Europa League chances, right? We go to 7 points. And considering the fact 10 is the sweet spot to qualify, I'll take that, 100%. Oh, let's see what's came in that. Yeah, Dan Surveyor and refs a disgrace to the highest degree of Scottish football. Unbelievable. You're not wrong at all, Stuart. I think both sets of fans, as much as Rangers got lucky in a lot of aspects, they'll still feel hard done by VAR as well, because they would have probably hoped that they would have checked Asgard's one, or Asgard's red card offence, so I can get why they would be pissed off too, but holy shit, man, they just tried to make the entire game about officiating when it should have been about the footballers on the pitch, and it annoys me because it happens every fucking time and I need to constantly point it out, but I sound like a broken record. I'm like, are these guys actually getting paid by the fucking other teams or what, man? Because holy shit, it's bad. Trust me, man, I know. I've had to deal with a bunch of different shit with the last few thingies. I've got like a bunch of different appointments over the next like month or so. But I got 1 or 2 of them done and out the way already. I mean, it's literally the 2nd day of November. I've already been to an appointment, but got a couple more. And then pretty much if things go as is, for anyone that knows my previous circumstances with the surgery and things, yeah, you've got maybe about a month and a half before I've ticked off all the things that I need to tick off. Hey, no, really nice to see you, mate. stock up with the painkillers, trust me. Back in my cupboards look like a fucking pharmacy, then do not worry about it, I'll be ready and raring to go. But that's if it happens. I don't actually know until I go and it's just like a referral thing to see if it needs to be done emergency wise or not. If not, then I'll definitely be live on the 6th. If I do get it, then it will just depend. Like I said, if I'm okay, then chances are you will see me. But for those that are just bailing out, it's on the 6th of November. I know you can probably barely see it up there, but it's at 6:15. So I'll try and be live for about 5:30 on that day. The other game to keep an eye out is on the 27th because I'm up in Miles on that day, and I'm pretty sure we play Feyenoord, so that could be another one. But until then, that's pretty much all the main things and features covered and dealt with. What a win fucking 2 right now, you must be bossing chief. I know a lot of us, well, there was a lot of moments of rage and anger towards the end of the second half. It's like first half we're like, second half we're like, and then every other part of the game we're like, again it's one of those, you know, but quite chuffed with it, you know what I mean? We got what we needed to do done, so I can smile, you know, it's not the worst case scenario in the world. Likewise with you, my guy. I've been live for almost 3 hours, man, so I need to fucking so I need to wrap this up relatively soon. So allow me to prepare the key things for that. Oh, Hampden in the sun, Celtic 3 and the Rangers 1. All my days I will sing and praise that VAR is fucking gay. Wish I... There we go, that's the one we need. Smashing. Just develop a little bit. Alright, well, if you want to throw any more questions in before we wrap things up, you're more than welcome to do so. Otherwise, we'll be wrapping up pretty much in the next minute and a half, so decide preemptively if you will. I like to try and keep most of these live VODs under 3 hours, so anyone that watches them afterwards, they're not pure hide. Also, by the way, one thing that I might need to consider doing, because I've done so many different types of like Celtic v Rangers at home, Celtic v Rangers at home, and like, I'm going to need to like unlist a lot of my old VODs to obviously make sure that the kind of updated catalogue makes sense. So if you see like a bunch of videos just disappearing, it's not because I've deleted them, they'll still be in the playlist and things, but it's just so that I can kind of clean the clutter up of all the lives that I've done. Oh, that's very kind of you, Austin, isn't it? It's very kind of you indeed. Trust me, I've been in Watchalong a few times over the last while. If you go onto my channel, actually, Chief, there's a video where I went to the Young Boys game last year. If you want a kind of more raw take on what I actually do off lives, because I have to keep it quite calm and condensed. I know I scream a lot and I obviously play up a character almost. Like 80% of this is me, 20% of it's obviously just the angry Celtic fan, you know what I mean? That's why most of the clips that you probably, if anyone has seen clips of me out there besides the streams, it's usually me angry and everyone thinks it's actually me. it's kind of sometimes, but it's not. It's like I'll be like, fucking VR, and then I'll just play into the bit. But yeah, genuinely so happy for Osmond as well, man. Absolutely spot on, Breeze. But I think as a whole, man of the match for me, it's a hard one, man. Like if you're going in terms of before extra time, I probably would have given it to someone like Sriracha or yeah, I'd say Sriracha or McGregor, honestly. If I'm thinking, no, Scales. Sriracha or Scales would have probably got the nod for me before extra time happened. After it, it's a hard one, you know what I mean? You'd almost make a case for McGregor or hell, even in Giles, because he was playing some nice passes off the back end when he was tired out his fucking tits. So lucky to have that living legend. Well, the man has to live on and continue to cement his legend. A few more victories under his belt and we should be good. But I think it's time to wrap things up here, so let me just do that. Let me pull up the music. Smashing. We'll get ready to finish that. And this. Smashing. Okay. Right. You all know the drill for now. So like I said, if you would like to join us again, you can on the 6th. I'm live, like I said, I'll try my best, at least in the Discord. If you want to join, links down below in the description. You can keep tabs and all the stuff in there. But if I'm live for it, I'll kind of give you a heads up at least a little bit beforehand, and obviously you'll see me live on the day. If I am live on the 6th, it will be around 5:30 to around 25 to 6 that I'll be live. If you know, if you want to join us for that one, because it is a pretty major match for a lot of reasons. Watchalong are a pretty solid, strong and solid side. But in this one, we got the job done, 3-1, very calm, very collected. We move on. Finals against St Mirren, which is pretty interesting actually. I mean, give the buddies their credit. They deserve to be there, especially after that, a 4-1 against Motherwell. So give them credit where it's due. Like I said, if you've been here for the whole stream or just a little bit of it, thank you for joining us. It's been appreciated nonetheless. I'm sorry that it was intense at times, and I know a lot of people will find most of the shit I say pretty interesting. But yeah, hopefully you understand that this isn't 100% me the whole time. Nonetheless, we kick on, we ball, we move. Hopefully, next time that we go live, there's some actual half-decent football to be played. If we can get a result against Michelin away, that shows we're going in the right fucking direction, at least in my mind anyway. So thank you all for watching, thank you all for taking the time to come along, like I said, and as always, Celtic are still the best goddamn team in the world, especially now that we have Martin O'Neill back, man. It's just undisputed. Until then, boys, I'll see you. If not then, you'll probably see me for the next league match afterwards. It's been a pleasure. It's been an absolute fucking humbling experience to have to suffer through whatever the fuck that was, but we win 3-1 on the day. Good shit. See you then, boys. Enjoy the rest of your absolutely fantastic weekends. Celtic are still the best goddamn team in the world. Hail, hail, and have a good one.